Hopefully I set shit up correctly. Look, I know that I do, but you know, it's fine. Oh, we have quite a few people streaming today as well. Cool. That way I can always double check. Oh, oops. I always forget to turn on my mix'em. Oh well.
I see.
Hey, the fucking stream cord actually worked this time.
Oh, that's crazy.
I know, wild. Hello. Okay. Hopefully all my audio actually sounds good to everyone. Wait for me, so that's fine. All right.
Oh, I'm fighting for my life for a moment. Hold on. Okay.
You're good.
Musashi found a taser.
Oh, hi Pocket. Oh, thank you. Making so I can't speak yet. I see how it is.
Yeah. Did that on purpose.
Ow. All right. Hello and welcome, dear patrons, to Purgatory Corner, the Library of Dreams. I am your storyteller, Sin Speaks, and today we shall be continuing the tale of Monster Hunter Rise. Come on in, take a seat, and let your imagination run free as we attempt desperately to figure out who and what we're killing today. We would have started a little bit earlier, but I had to do stuff outside, unfortunately. That took quite a bit of time. But we are back here today. We're going to be fighting quite a few monsters. We have Basilgeuse. Or, I think it's Basilgeuse, right? Am I saying that right?
Bagel goose.
I've always
Bagel
called it
goose.
basil geese, but I might be wrong.
Basil.
Basilgeuse?
Beetlejuice.
Bomber
The
49.
B-52. The B-52, the big boy with big guns. Or big bombs, I should say.
Yeah, Violet Mitsune and
down.
Chaotic Gore Magamala.
Magala.
Magala. I love Basilgeuse, even though he's kind of a pain in the ass, so we're actually going to fight him first.
Oh, yippee.
Woo!
Alright, who's getting up first? Never mind.
Me.
We already have the answer.
And then I believe after we fight Gore, we unlock a shit ton of other ones. So we'll leave Gore for the last one. See which ones line up for us, and then
Bold of you to assume that we're gonna get through Mitsuzune.
I
Is
have
she that much of a
total
problem?
faith in our abilities.
Yeah, what makes you think we won't? Come on now.
Okay.
Oh, shit, I need
I'm
to
going
play
assume that So I'm going to assume that Basil here has a similar weakness as the standard Basil.
I mean, it's the same seething from World.
Hi Chissian, welcome to the stream.
It has been a long time since I've fought this thing in World, so I'm just going to have to make the assumption. Lightning instead, as here is the standard one's weakness, so I'm going to bring
Oh,
that.
in that case, yeah, I'll just keep my lightning weapon on. Oh, I should replace this with sharpening. In an ad. Hey! Glad the ad's over. Yeah, I don't really like the ads, but unfortunately there's like a 15-30 second ad, just because Twitch started adding them even if you don't have ads on, which is much better than the 3-minute ad that you can actually place down. I might do that eventually and just do the starting soon screen for like 30 minutes before stream, but we'll get there one day.
I've heard a couple of Twitch streamers actually just like have like one day a month where they just like drop all of the ads for the entire month, and then they just get it free for the rest of the day, and people just like turn it on just as a background sort of thing. She's like, sure, let's just let the let's just give them the ad revenues while we're doing something else. We can even just mute the stream. Nobody cares. Nothing's happening on said stream. He's just repeatedly hitting the show ad button, and the entire audience knows this is exactly what's happening.
That's honestly an interesting idea. A little bit difficult to do, but it definitely makes it a little bit easier. For shorter streams like the ones we have, I know a lot of people say like pre-roll the ads directly before stream, and then, you know, 2, 3 hour, 4 hour streams, you only get 2 or 3 minutes every hour and a half or so. So you just like figure out where it is, you push time a little bit, and then you just have like a short break, and then you run the ad, which is nice. So Might do that eventually, but I need better viewership for it to even warrant having those. I tried rolling them a while ago, but we had so few viewers, I was like, nah, it's just a worse viewership experience for y'all and not a whole lot for me, so I didn't really like doing that.
Hey, Sin. Come
Uh-huh.
on up here for a minute.
Once
Don't
I
worry,
figure
there's
out where
nothing.
you are.
I'm next to the tea shop.
Oh.
I'm on one of the roofs. I'm on the, look through this tiny window. There's such
Oh.
cute art in there.
Oh, that's pretty. Oh, that's cute.
And
Oh, that's adorable. And
love
there's
it.
food in there.
any bet has like a Fellion's perch or something like that?
Oh, almost certainly. That's adorable.
Yeah, isn't it? I love it. I just jumped off of the Cahoot's tower for to see this, and she's like, okay, I'm very pleased with this.
That's so cute. I love the detail there. And yeah, thanks, Jesse. I don't like making this a bad viewer experience because, like, that's the whole reason people are here is for good viewership. Speaking of, let's watch this cutscene real quick. Hiya! Oh.
And now we see the wild Americans in their natural habitat.
Ripe, fiery fruit falls from the skies. Grown with intention to ignite and combust. A shower of flames engulfing their prey. And at the end of this sea of billowing fire,
Breathtaking.
its irate master will finally show its form.
He does look cool.
Now we begin the
Anyways.
hunt of the wild American.
Okay, before you guys get too far ahead, stand by and let me give you guys a demon drug and an armor skin.
Hell
There we
yeah. Nice, nice. And I do have the powers in my pocket as well. But yeah, as I was saying, like, I don't like making this a bad viewership experience because, like, I like people watching my stuff and enjoying my stuff. I also tend to watch a lot of stuff similar to my content, so I kind of roughly know what people are looking for at. And one thing I hate a lot is ads during when people are talking. It's not as bad when it's like, oh, it's an ad and, you know, there's some gameplay going on, but not a whole lot of discussion or whatever. But when it's like in the middle of like a talking segment or stuff, it just pisses me off.
No, she claimed it. Curses.
Oh, did
you
she
guys
find?
doing?
Did you guys just make a beeline for the puppet
Uh-huh.
spider?
Uh-huh.
A spider?
Puppet spider. You use that for instant mount.
Oh,
I
that'd
always
be
beeline
useful.
for it on this map.
Can easily be mistaken for the marionette spider, which just allows you to bash monsters into walls.
Hey. There's so many things I like about this game, and so many things I fucking hate. I love riding on the doggo, but oh my god, every time he just runs into a fucking wall and then hops like 2 inches and then flings himself in a direction I don't want him to go, I'm just like, alright, I'm done liking you.
I mean, I just press the button and to jump off of him if he's going to a location I don't want to go.
Yeah, but then I have to remount him, and that's kind of a pain in of
You
itself.
just hold the button.
Sounds
Yeah,
like
but it takes a
skill
minute.
issue.
Ooh,
I
what's
mean,
this?
I'll take that.
Didn't know there was a camp here.
Oh, that's cool. The random things you find when you are desperately trying to get the one form of resource so you can actually fight the damn thing that you start the battle for.
I love how we say that part of what we're doing here is aiming for viewership when half of this fight's literally just going to be us going for spirit birds.
You know, that's half this game. Not like anyone actually likes this part of the game, but it's half the game.
I was gonna say, it's just like the ongoing problem I have with this particular Monster Hunter is because countless games have done something like this before, where you just have bonuses that will persist till the end of the quest, but then will go away at the end. As the game goes on, the ongoing expectations of the players are going to be having more and more of those things. So the end game content is with the expectation that you get full buffs from all of these things before you even start the content, which just makes the beginning a lot more tedious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Rise wouldn't be as bad if it didn't have if you didn't have to deal with spirit birds. Like I don't.
Yep.
I've made my peace with the wire bug. I don't like it, but it's not.
I
the
mean, it's
biggest
there, and
issue.
sometimes you honestly just kind of forget about it, and your brain just kind of goes through the motions.
Kind
Ooh,
of.
is that an anti-doba?
But spirit birds, no. Spirit birds are intrinsically annoying and aren't fun to deal with.
Yeah. It just kind of, especially if you're grinding a monster or something, bruh, it takes so fucking long.
You know what would have been had a more fun way to handle all the spirit birds in the game?
Hmm.
Just like after the events of the main story, all the way through high rank.
Oh, you're the
just
wrong one.
Start the first master rank quest by just like having them say, just start the first master rank quest with an NPC saying something along the lines of, "Hey, the monsters have become so chaotic in the area that the spirit birds have already migrated entirely to a different location, looking for a new home."
Yeah.
Yeah,
So we don't have to deal with them, we just get a normal buff.
But, like, I'm always like done getting spirit birds way before you guys are. I don't know. Maybe you should just be.
Well, because I'm shooting for a full buff, and I don't know where all of the spirit birds are on every map.
Ow. I get like the majority of a buff going. Like I'm currently missing like probably 1 spirit bird's worth of stamina and HP, maybe 2.
I'm missing a fair few of basically everything. I just remember
Yeah.
a handful of key locations that have a fair few, and basically can't remember anything else.
Oh, good job, Pocket.
Well, I guess since we're going on the aggressive, let's begin. Oh, we lost somebody.
Yeah,
Oh.
Wally disconnected. from the
Oh,
game.
Wally.
I think
Oh, no.
his connection just died.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I like Monster Hunter Rise, but like it's not a game I would willingly come back to over and over again if I didn't stream it.
I'm
I
still
love
on the
it. I
headspace
do
that-
like the idea, but it's just
still
the
like World.
grind.
I still like World a lot better personally, but
Oh
it might
yeah.
also just simply be because I'm a lot more comfortable with its mechanics, its weight, and the weapon and types that
I'm
favorite
happy
now.
to grind in World, but it's also because the grinding is so much faster because I don't have to find any of the spirit birds. Which is super
You
nice,
don't
especially the
have
ones
to
in the
this
arena.
game, just be good.
I mean,
don't
some
think you
monsters, like the Anomaly 2-star monsters, I legitimately just won't go and find spirit birds because it takes longer to find the spirit birds than it does to kill the monster.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
But like A3 monsters, like they'll kill me in 3 shots if I don't
Where
take
is it? Where is it? Where is it?
if I don't take a spirit bird. Or World I really enjoyed, and like even the grinding wasn't that bad. But that's because the missions I would grind would be arena quests, and so I wouldn't have to worry about most stuff. And then, okay, that which wasn't arena quest was still pretty relatively easy to get max stats and shit for. So you really the whole grinding was actual fighting and not just wandering. And also, they didn't run as much. They still ran, but not as much. I was grinding Velkhana like 3 days ago or something like that. And Velkhana ran 5 times in 40 minutes. It was so annoying.
40
Avid
minutes, that sounds
BDO
about right.
player. I don't know what BDO is. You guys know what BDO is?
Not off the top of my head.
No.
It's not an acronym I recognize. Oh, Black Desert Online. Oh, Wally would know that acronym.
They actually gave it out free a long time ago. I have a copy,
Yeah.
I just never turned it on.
I think
You
I
still
do
have to pay
too. I
for,
just
like,
never
a subscription or
into it.
something?
I think it
Do you?
used to be. Yeah. Woo. Okay, can you fucking
you are, Wally. Welcome back.
stay closer? Hi, Wally.
The computer.
Oh no.
Did your computer crash?
Ow!
Oh yeah.
Ow. Ah, okay.
I really like to know what causes this crash.
That'd
'cause,
be
man,
nice
I'd
to
love
know.
fix it.
Big
Yeah.
launcher.
Yeah, we've been playing Terraria lately. Oh, and we finally got past fucking Golem. I hate Golem. I
Yeah.
hate Golem. I
I
hate
actually
Golem
got
so
to
much.
slip in during an open moment to see you doing that fight. Congrats, by the way.
Nice. Yeah, it was very exciting. Fuck Golem, by the way. Easily, he's the hardest enemy we've fought in the game so far. Easily. And it's exclusively because of his stupid arena. But we
my God,
finally
explosive
fucking beat
potion.
him. And it was very, very
Oh, no.
nice.
Oh, I was
But
just
we
listening to
actually got past the lunar events. Or not past the lunar events. We got to the lunar events. We got past the lunatic cultist, which is nice.
Can you harvest astral ore now? Or still not
Yes. Yeah, we killed Astrum Days.
yet? Perfect.
Is that
I could
is
use,
that? Huh?
I could use a few materials for a dagger I've been working on.
Oh yeah. We've killed everything up to the lunatic cultist / Astrum. I think Astrum might have been technically right after
Up
the.
to. I thought you said that you finished off the lunatic cultist yourself.
Yeah, we
We
did,
killed
but we
them.
haven't done the lunar events yet. We killed one of the pillars, but not the full events, because we wanted to do that next episode when we inevitably have to fight Moonlord as well, so we don't have to respawn anything or get like the full experience and actually, you know, have practice before we go up against technically one of the hardest bosses in the game, pre-base game. Oh, as it turns out, what we were playing on, Calamity actually had a proper update a few, like 2 months ago. that didn't, that hasn't gotten updated to Eternity mode just yet. So technically we're playing, all the stuff did, but none of the bosses got updated. So all the items are still the same. But, specifically one of the bosses that got updated that we didn't get to see the update for, I actually had to go into original, Revengeance mode, to see this boss, is, a boss that or a modification that only happens in Master Mode Revengeance, and it's, Skeletron Prime. He actually
I
has
heard something
2
about
heads.
Yeah, I saw your comment about that one this morning.
Yeah, it's wild, dude. It's wild. Like, I moved over to Revengeance and I started trying to do it. And, even with my current gear set, it was still kind of difficult. It's wild.
Yeah. Oh. By the way, I've added a new step to restarting my computer.
Oh, what's that?
What's that?
So, I had to hard restart it. However,
Uh-huh.
I noticed that anytime I turn off my, you know, because you have, like, the surge protector that you can turn off and on to cut power
Yeah.
to stuff. Yeah, if I turn off my surge protector and basically cut all power supply to my computer, it restarts properly.
Huh.
I had, because, like, my computer doesn't start up correctly. It goes into a safe boot screen
Oh, yeah.
that like, my BIOS. It goes straight into my BIOS. Which is weird, but it's because it doesn't start correctly that it goes straight into the BIOS.
Yeah.
So-
And
I
it's
have with that same
doing
problem.
safety.
Yeah, we don't know why it does this, mind you. Everything should be fine. Our guess is it tries to route wrong, and it's like, I can't be bothered. However, when I started up after turning it off with my power strip, no, I do turn it off the hard restart way when it crashes like it does with certain games like Rise for some reason. We don't know why it does this, by the way.
Yeah.
If I do that as an extra step, I start up without having to go through my BIOS screen for some reason.
Oh, that's nice at least.
It is the most ludicrous way to start up a computer I have dealt with yet.
My PC has about a 5-minute in full boot sequence before I can do
Ugh.
anything on it.
Here's
How
the
the
thing,
fuck
if
do
I
you
start
deal
it
with
without-
that?
Dan, I have something similar. I get about, I think, like maybe 3 to 4 minutes, a little bit
Oh,
below.
I'm stoned.
Good Christ, people. My thing starts up in about 40 seconds. From
And
me
to answer
pressing
your
the
question,
button.
Sid, and to answer your question, Sid, I just don't turn it back off once it's on for the morning usually.
I rarely turn my PC off, so.
That's horrifying. Like, I think the longest my computer has ever taken to start up was like, 5 minutes. And when that happened, I did a full reinstall of my entire computer because I could not stand it taking so long to restart.
Yeah,
And now
it
from
was
like
just-
pressing the button to playing a game, it takes me like a minute.
Yeah, yeah, no. So if I start up properly, I don't take about 4 to 3 minutes. I take about like 30. I mean, from the time I left to the time I came back, that's how long it took.
Hmm.
Which is about
Wasn't
probably,
too bad.
you know, not awful.
Ow.
But it usually takes a little bit longer when I have to go through the BIOS for some reason. And I think it's purely because it tries to boot through a wrong way.
Mhm.
Because it's a computer that went from having a different drive in it. And so the system, I think, still tries to boot that way.
Fair, fair.
So
PC is a 5-second boot, yeah.
you know, that's always fun to deal with.
I would go absolutely fucking mental.
I'm so used to it because this has been the way this PC's been since I obtained it.
Jesus.
Honestly,
So
it's
it doesn't bother me any.
it's been the way that my PC's been working for the past several years, but that's also mostly because my motherboard's fried.
Oh no. How
I
the hell are you
wonder
playing
if
on a
that
fried
may be-
motherboard?
Because some motherboards just built different.
Jesus.
I wonder if that may be an issue with mine. I remember
It's
for a little
very
while
possible.
one day I smelled burnt plastic, and I haven't smelled it since. But I wonder if something burned at some point.
But
Y'all
yeah,
concern me a little bit.
The most recent clean was, I think, 2 months ago.
That's not bad.
yeah, the primary reason I haven't fixed the problem with my PC is because we don't exactly have the resources to go get a replacement. It's just- it's
I
very
need to
unemployed.
get a
Lord
job.
Chissian.
So I can buy a new PC. I don't hate my PC, mind you. I would like to replace it
Mhm.
And-
because a lot of like my stuff is somewhat older hardware at this point.
Mhm.
I mean, it's still not bad. It's just I've got some
Older.
clear glitches. I've got some clear problems. I want to replace it to get something I want to replace for like 10 years.
Yeah, I would
in
also
addition
like.
to that, my PC's like 15 years old, so I'd imagine the parts actually really expensive these
See,
days.
my brother built this PC when he got his first job a while back. He then handed me this PC after having it for 2 or 3 years, about 2 years, I think, roughly.
Mhm.
And that was 2018.
Car's AC blower motor was on fire? My god, Chissian, what the fuck?
Are you okay, or is the person that blew the motor okay after the fact? If so, that's metal. Just driving and just AC is just blowing your entire system's on fire, and you're still going. That's impressive.
It's fine, DW. What the
Look.
fuck?
There's nothing cooler and scarier than being that close to death. Sarcasm aside,
I'm
glad
about to
no
die.
one's injured.
Oh,
and
thank God you're on.
you are okay. Yeah, no, like there was a video I watched recently
Hey,
of a
King.
guy of a motorcyclist pulling over somebody in like a truck whose
Uh-huh.
engine was actively on fire, and the guy driving didn't know.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Yeah, like you could see the fire under the wheel and shit.
Yeah, and they were like, "Do you have water?" He's like, "No." and the truck, they're just sitting there like, "Huh?" And it's like, that is the most nonchalant reaction from two people about a fire in an engine that I ever have seen. Because like, when I was a kid living where I used to live, at
Uh-huh.
one point down the street, a car lit on fire and
Uh-huh.
burned all the way to the ground.
Jesus.
And that's a separate tale.
Hey, this is Dale.
I had a truck blow up in my backyard.
Woman.
It was like a house down or so, but like, yeah, it just kind of blew up.
One of
Jesus
these days I need to learn to
Christ.
go for the counter rather than
Did
try
they
and dodge
ever
it.
figure out how it blew up? Did you ever learn of why?
Oh, we were watching it for a little while. I guess it didn't just kind of blow up, but like their carport was on fire. I don't know how no one noticed. I don't know what
Wait.
caused it, but it
What the fuck,
eventually
woman?
got to the truck and it just blew up.
Question. Was it like just the carport itself was on fire, or was the house entirely, or was like it was a separate carport?
It was, I think, separate because
Okay.
it wasn't that big of a fire. It just kind of slowly spread until it got to the truck. The truck blew up, and then it got kind of bad.
Okay.
Jesus.
Because I'm
Whoa.
Were people aware of the fire at least, or was you just guys just watching like we should probably say something? And we're that's so.
They were
Oh,
aware
right.
of it, I think, after it blew up.
So you guys watched this happen, like, wonder if they know about it. It'll be fine. They probably do. Everyone in your house.
Pretty much, we were watching it, and we were like, should we do something? No, they should know. Truck blows up. Okay, maybe we should do something, and then pretty soon
they
they're driving down the street.
probably know. That is like,
I don't know how it was on fire. Like, I don't know how you noticed something. Were you grilling? Like, what were you doing?
Oh, it smells like burning shit. But that's just must be normal. Yep, there's normal shit nowadays. Woo.
I'm not trying to grill you or anything, but it's like I'm just sitting here imagining like how.
No, I legitimately don't know. That neighborhood was just kind of weird. Like, the people around there were fucking weird. I don't know.
Granted,
Might be
I
on
can't-
fire, but
I
ain't that
can't
bad.
say anything. When I was like 12,
Hey.
I watched somebody basically get robbed from my bedroom window. Yeah, so where I lived previously, the street I lived on was just weird as well. One,
Oh, wait.
so
There's a special quest for you.
this is the truth. I'm not exaggerating.
Great.
So one house because I lived in a what is it called? It's a
Apartment, trailer
cul-de-sac.
park, cul-de-sac.
You know, yeah, where it's like it's got like the round things, so it's like a one-way street basically.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
You have to turn around. Well, on one end of that cul-de-sac, we had a drug house.
Our thing.
Oh, me too.
Hey, here's where it gets worse. And on our street corner, there were whores.
Oh boy.
The only
I'm
reason I ever
concerned
learned
about where
about
this
that
is going.
The only reason I learned about the horse was because when we got our dog, she had a small bladder, and so my mom had to take her outside constantly at night.
Uh-huh.
And she was like, by the way, don't go outside at night. And I went, why? And she was like, because we have hookers on the corner. And I'm like, what? She's like, yeah. I'm like, oh. So next to the drug house that we all know about, there's also hookers. Yeah, they're probably getting supplied by the drug.
Hey there.
It's fair. Yeah.
All right, let's make
But
it happen.
no, during they had some of their clientele come by, and as far as I'm aware, the clientele was upset. It was a skinny,
Bye now.
because druggies,
Uh-huh.
super skinny, anorexic white dude and his buddy in a beat up like white sedan. And he was in an argument with the people on their street. He pulled out a pistol, fired it in the air, and started pointing it at him. And I'm a 12-year-old kid, mind you, watching all this from his bedroom window.
Bruh.
Boy.
It's like, huh.
Quite adorable.
I just watched it. I didn't do anything. I just watched it. And it was like, huh. Well, that's
World
happening.
entertainment.
How are we doing
was
today?
funny.
We're doing pretty well. Just sharing stories about apparently, I guess, muggings and cars on
Sin.
fire and
Sin,
Yeah.
what
yeah.
message did you just read?
From King of Cereal above, because I never replied to it.
Okay. I was like, that is not what that message says, but okay.
No, the one at the bottom is what I was about to get to. I have to go through the order. I can see the list. Don't you worry.
Okay, before you say anything, I just wanted to also share, solidarity handshake emoji. In the same neighborhood where the truck blew up, the house next to us, directly next to us, was a drug den for a really long time, and no one really knew, and I think it also was kind of like a place where prostitutes would go a lot too, because there was always new women coming in and out,
Mm.
new guys coming in and out, and we were like, we don't know what's going on. And one day I just wake up and hear the police screaming next door about exit the house, hands up, all that
Mhm.
good stuff. And next thing you know, there's 10 people coming out of that house, and I'm pretty sure it was some kind of meth lab.
Good lord.
Wouldn't shock me. Yeah, but the same day we were always having to go somewhere, so we came out and the cops started talking to my parents who were about to leave, to go do stuff.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, you know, I watched it. And my parents like, why didn't you say anything when the cop was here? I'm like, do you really think a cop would believe a 12-year-old?
Maybe.
I love the idea of 12-year-olds standing there and be like, snitches get stitches.
It wasn't even that. It was just because, like, they probably won't believe that I watched all of it.
That's fair.
Oh,
what's
so I just
y'all's-
kind of wanted to leave because I didn't want to be there right then because it was loud and annoying.
Oh, I can feel that in my soul. What's y'all's going to the doctor and they're like, what the fuck story? I have a couple. Well, not really a couple. So my doctor has been, or we have a family doctor. And my mother is kind of messed up physically because we have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which essentially our cartilage doesn't form properly. We're hypomobile. We have POTS. We have a few other things. And it's pretty irritating to some degree. But effectively, it means that he's seen my mother go through just all kinds of weird bullshit with her body, and like she dislocates a lot of her body and stuff like that. So I went to the doctor at one point. And there's a couple of them. There's passive no thoughts, where he was like, what does that mean? I can't say it because Twitch gets mad at it. I think Twitch and TikTok both get mad at it. But passive no thoughts of not being here. And my doctor was legitimately confused by the concept of passive no thoughts. And the second one is my legs don't work properly, unfortunately. So, I want to know why. Because my hip has always been bad, my knees have always been bad, and a few other things like that. So I was at the doctor, and I was like, why the hell are my legs wrong? And he was like, well, get on the table, we'll see what happens. So I got on the table, he started, he basically grabbed my leg, tried to figure out the range of motion, how it works, and he's like, oh, I see. Nah, your ligaments are just loose. Yeah, no, you can't do anything about it except with minor exercise, and even then, they kind of just suck. I'm like, what the fuck? He's like, yeah, just go to the physical therapy, and it might help. Maybe. Might. Have fun.
So, so I don't have a story per se about me.
Mm-hmm. Well, my weight probably is another
Well,
one,
not
but
really. Well, correction,
You
I have
go, Pocket?
one. I'll do that story first. Yeah. I don't like the doctor, and I do not like doctors.
Mhm.
I
don't think
been
anyone
to-
likes doctors.
Well, I specifically despise doctors. Like,
Pocket
it is a vehement disdain to some degree.
It's fair.
I was sitting and, I got sick with strep throat for a week at one point, and I wouldn't go to the doctor. And near the end of the strep throat, my mom looked at me and went, we're taking you to the doctor. And I just kind of looked at her like, whatever, I don't care. Take me. I go to the doctor. I can't speak, mind you, because strep throat.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm sitting there in the doctor's office, fill out all the paperwork. We get into the room, and I have this nurse. And she looked at me and went, have you taken any medicine? And I just kind of looked at her and kind of shook my head, no. And she looked at my mom and went, why do guys never take medicines for this type of stuff? I'm like,
Oh,
what a thing to say in front of a patient.
that's so rude.
And it's like, oh, it gets better, trust me. This is the same. This is all one visit, by the way. I never went back to this doctor, by the way.
God.
And so the nurse talks to my mom about this stuff in front of me, actively just kind of disrespecting me. And I'm like, okay, thanks for that, lady. If I could speak, I'd be giving you what for right now, but I can't. So I'm sitting there looking at her. She leaves. The actual doctor lady comes in, gives me one look and like, man, you're really, really skinny. It's like, she took my weight one and went, if you were any skinnier, I'd be putting you in a hospital. And I looked at her like, I am here for strep throat, not for you to worry about my weight.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I probably shouldn't have taken a fire weapon here. Oh well.
And she went, eh. I'm like, what do you mean, eh? You just actively insulted me, more or less.
God.
I get that you're supposed to be a doctor and you're like trying to like be helpful, but this is my first time meeting you. One, I'm extremely skinny just naturally. No matter how much I eat, I'm unlucky with that lovely metabolism. Well, I'm sitting there looking at this lady like, that is not how you open up a conversation with a patient here for strep throat.
That isn't. I've never had a doctor be that rude.
She looked me dead in my eyes and went, "If you were any skinnier, I'd be putting you in a hospital right now. You need to gain weight." It's like, cool, thanks. It's not why I'm here. I didn't care. I don't care.
Good lord.
I chewed my mom out for that one. I am so mad. I feel bad because she didn't deserve it. But like, I'm not going back to that doctor. You cannot make me go back to the doctor. I was
like
here for struggle.
I'm
I
a
could
tiny
barely
folk, and I've always been a tiny folk. Like I'm so tiny that people legitimately have issues seeing how tiny I am. Like both Pocket and Aura both know me IRL, and they can both just attest to the fact that I'm tiny, and everyone keeps looking at me weird because I'm tiny, especially at college. It's been an ongoing joke. Oh, I forgot to increase my potions. Oh well.
Probably one of the biggest shocks that most people, at the very least in our youth group, had was when he is literally picked up actively people who are like 3 times his weight.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. God, you are a fast bitch. But yeah, I'm like,
is this like an Omni defense down? What is this?
I'm
Bubble.
like, I'm 100
Barrett.
pounds, but I used to not be able to get over 95, and I'm 5'4.5". I used to be about 5'2". So I'm a very tiny folk. And I should be about 20 pounds heavier even now. I just ain't. And every time I've ever gone to the doctor, like, obviously my doctor's known me for a very long time, but every time I've ever gone to a doctor, he's never once mentioned my weight, which personally, I think is a problem. Like, it's not that bad that he's not obviously saying, oh, you need to go, you need to get weight or I'll put you in the fucking hospital. Like, honestly, my lowest weight has been 83 pounds, so there's moments that I probably should have. But not talking whatsoever about it and it being a health concern is also really bad.
Yeah, but like your first ever visit with this doctor, so they have to make an impression on you at the same time.
Oh
It's like,
yeah, they
here.
should not at all be rude to you. Like, that's such bullshit.
Yeah, it was like I started out with the nurse who was like, "Why don't guys ever take medicines?" I have a lot of personal reasons why I don't like meds. Because there was some very specific stuff in my childhood. It's like, hey, somebody trying to not be here via medication. And it's like, oh, lovely.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, okay, I'm not a big fan of meds due to that stuff. And it's like, this lady who is just a random nurse is like, all guys are like that. Like, one, no, it's just something unique to people in my
You're
family.
a nurse, you
And
should know that.
It's not everyone. And 2, it's like, man, that's really rude to say to somebody when they have strep throat and they can't talk back.
It's so rude. Like, I've been around a couple rude folks, but like, at least around here, especially like in the medical field and stuff, like, you got some assholic doctors. Like, every nurse that I've ever met, every doctor I've ever met, anyone in the medical field will all tell you the exact same thing. Doctors don't know how to be human. Straight up. That's pretty much just a prerequisite of being a doctor, is that you don't know how to be human. It's also why doctors often don't come into the rooms until they're needed, is straight up just because they don't want to deal with you, because they don't understand how to process you, and they don't want you getting pissed off at them so they can't understand what your problems are properly, because you hide it, or some other reason, because they're being a giant dick to you, and they understand that. They don't want you to hide your symptoms because they're a dick. But at the same time, I've never had a doctor be straight up just, I've seen doctors who are like, we're gonna be kind of rude because you're either ignoring our advice or you're ignoring a really important thing you should be doing, and you're actively choosing not to. You're being an asshole, I'm going to be an asshole straight up with you. I've never had one be an asshole when they're, just a normal, average, everyday folk who's listening to what they're talking about. Like, that's such
it gets
bullshit.
Better. It gets better. So
How?
my visit ends, and I'm walking out of the room,
Uh-huh.
and the doctor and the nurse look at me like, "Get better soon. Hope we see you again." And I'm like, I hope I never see you again.
I don't think as a doctor you should be saying hope to see you again.
Yeah,
you know,
no, like
Yeah, I was gonna
to be
say.
So
fair,
weird.
I think I was
Just a
also
weird thing to say.
well, like I think I was also up for a physical because I hadn't had one since I was a kid. Mind
Oof.
you, I literally had not been to a doctor in about at that point I think 7 years,
jeez.
and they were like, for better
Mhm.
reasons than strep throat,
Yeah.
minor cold, not something that is as annoying to deal with as strep, but just
Mhm.
the all of it mixed together, and then just hope to see you again. I'm like, I'm never coming back here. And I never went back to that doctor again. My parents could not get me to go to a doctor again after that. I was so pissed off by that one doc. You know what's the funny part?
Mhm.
Our actual doctor from that building, we hadn't seen in forever because he was constantly gone.
Oof. Our doctor is gone like 5 months of the year, I believe, because he's in Kenya, trying like supporting a lot of the smaller villages and stuff like that, and trying to help a lot of diseases and things out there. So we have another doctor named Dr. Dale. She's super sweet, but she's very dim. I mean, like, she'll tell my mother, like, every now and again my mother has to see her because our normal doctor is not available. So she'll go see her, and my mother's been a nurse for about 20 years. She's been a nurse for a very, very long time, almost my entire life. She has a master's in nursing and a master's in something else. I don't remember what the other master's is. But safe to say, she knows her information. She's a supervisor for the emergency department of her hospital, and she practically runs the entire place. And she was talking to my mother about like something or another my mother had to deal with, and she had to take this amount of medication and not this medication because it did something or another. And my mother just looked at her like she was an idiot, because she was telling my mother to take like half the recommended dose for this specific medicine. My mother was on twice the recommended dose of that specific recommendation at that time, because the original dosage, which was double the recommended, which was double how much that doctor recommended her, wasn't working.
Yeah.
The doctor knew that. Well, she knew that it wasn't working very well, so her idea was to half it.
Oh no.
For some reason. Or, sorry, quarter it. For some reason. It was very dumb. But, she's not that smart, unfortunately. She should be. But for some reason, she just kind of isn't. And so, if I have to deal with her, it's like... I don't really wanna, but, like, I can. Oh.
I got knocked into a pile of explosives.
Yeah, but my main doctor, he has a really thick accent, and so half the time that I'm talking to him, I have to like look at him, I have to like really focus on when he talks to me, because otherwise I can't understand him, and I feel so bad.
But yeah, no, I cannot stand. Yeah, I cannot relate. Yeah.
I got hit with the your generic like, oh, you're a woman and you're having problems.
Oh.
You should lose weight.
Woman,
Wait.
you're tiny!
I used
Am I
to be tinier. I used to be like borderline anorexic, right? For a
I
really
know,
long
you were like
time.
my size.
And then
And you're
I
taller
started
than me by
gaining
like 5
weight.
inches.
Yeah,
Am I
and I. What's up?
Am I seriously the only one who's had normal interactions with a doctor every time I've gone?
I
Probably.
guess so I was like borderline anorexic, and then I
Uh-huh.
started gaining weight eventually, and I started going to the doctor for it because I'm like, this isn't normal for me. I don't know what's going on. They couldn't really figure out what was going on. Eventually, I was diagnosed with like a pretty common like disease kind of thing. It's just
Mhm.
not well known about.
Mm.
Probably because it's like a woman-centric thing, and who cares
Uh-huh.
about us, right?
What is that oversized bubble up there?
Nothing we
Yeah.
want to deal with.
Bubble.
Yeah, I was
But,
gonna say, it's
uh,
like, I think that thing is gonna do something huge and terrifying the moment it goes off. The only problem is I have no. Oh, I'd imagine this.
Ooh, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
We got this though.
Oh, I'm stunned though. That's
Oof.
awesome.
Where are you? There you
Continue
are.
pocket.
Oh, yeah, so I started gaining weight. I went to the doctor and I'm like, this isn't really normal. Like, I'm glad because I used to be like way too small.
Oh.
And the doctor was just like, oh, you're gaining weight. Well, just lose weight then. And I was like, no. But I'm rapidly gaining weight after being this small. What do you mean?
Like, I
something is
cannot,
wrong.
like, you still are not a particularly
doing?
big person.
Ow.
You're still very tiny, at least in my opinion. The idea that you got to, more or less where you are right now, and you said, hey, I'm gaining weight very quickly, and they look at your tininess, which is obviously bigger than you were previously, but still quite tiny, and they go, I'll just lose some weight. That's like telling, like, an underweight person, oh, it's fine, just lose 20 pounds.
Yeah. And like
Like-
that's the easiest thing they could say, because like obviously, like yeah, sometimes losing weight is the best option. The problem
Not
is
when
I was
you're that
gaining weight
small.
rapidly, and yeah, and it turns out I have a lot of hormonal issues, which was the reason why. But it took several doctor's appointments and us to push them on actually like doing research on me
Good lord.
for them to actually come up with anything. Because otherwise, yeah, I was just gonna be like, oh, lose weight, you're fine, there's nothing going on.
I cannot imagine ever, like, I've been tiny my entire life, and I cannot imagine going to a doctor, and they look at me and they go, you should lose weight. Like, I've been told by, medical professionals, if you were, like, 5 pounds lighter, you really should not be out of the hospital. Like, you're so underweight, it's a problem. But I've never, ever thought about the idea of a doctor telling me to lose weight at this stage.
Yeah, like it's crazy when they hit you with that shit.
Pocket, I like how we've had doctors do the same thing, but on the opposite spectrums.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking when you were telling your story.
I guess the weirdest thing that anyone's ever told me about interactions with doctors that involved me was, so at one point around when I was age 12, I had to get my appendix removed.
Oh.
And while I was in the office to do that,
Ow. Oh my
um,
God.
apparently one of the doctors had a conversation with my mom, and I'm certain I'm greatly over or exaggerating this, but it was something to the effect of, "Hey, we're running out of sedatives. Would he be okay with this surgery without that?"
Jesus Christ almighty.
Oh,
No. No.
oh, you know what? That reminds me. Actually,
I mean, I know for a fact that they probably did actually have that conversation. Because that is something that some doctors will recommend. No. No.
oh shit.
I'm gonna be real. If I'm going into surgery for something, the doctor goes, hey, are you gonna be okay without this? I'm looking like, you try to do that without me being under, you're gonna get a fist fight.
Just walks out of the room, leaves the hospital.
Yeah, she said, nope, I'm gone.
To be fair,
I'm okay.
I'm like, so about 2 years back, I messed up my
Mm.
ribs. I never went to a doctor for it. I know they're messed up. They're
Oh,
still
no.
somewhat messed up. I refuse to go to any doctor about it.
Unfortunately, with ribs, you can't do much about them.
No, but they could remove them if they're dangerous.
That's true.
And it's like, oh, and I they don't seem dangerous. I have discomfort, but that's about it. But it's just like, just the thought of the possibility of someone trying to put me under is like, that's a fist fight.
Yeah. Like,
I mean,
ribs are one of the
It
very
did still
few
go with
things.
it was still otherwise completely normal surgery. I did get, and yes, I did have the sedatives for that. Don't
Oh,
worry
good.
about that.
I was about to say, you're way tougher than I am if you were able to do that. You break them and suffer. Yeah, ribs are like one of the very few things that, like, you break them and the docs and the nurses will just say, cool, we'll wrap you up, try not to breathe too heavily, and, you do you, boo.
Yeah, that's also another reason why I never went to any doc for it. Was just like they're just gonna tell me, yes, suck, go live your life. Like,
Yeah,
well, thanks.
I mean, like, it's good to wrap it up, of course, so you
Oh,
don't, continue to break them.
You say that, but I didn't.
Oof.
Oh no.
I kind of just let what happened happen.
Oh,
I knew I needed to wrap
oh.
him up, but I was like, I don't know what to wrap him with if we didn't really have anything around here, and I just went, meh.
Usually just like, I mean, they have a special tape for it, of course, but it's just something that you wrap it around your chest to hold it in place. So if you breathe too heavily, it doesn't crack the ribs more. So it's, you know, properly secured. It's like, you know, wrapping something around like your big toe or whatever if it breaks so
Yeah,
it doesn't
bad
bend
heel.
as much.
Ah! Gosh darn it.
Oof. Oh, how many deaths do we get?
We get
Apparently one
more.
of those was I would assume one of those was a what's it
Yeah,
called?
You,
Insurance.
Oh, sweet.
free line insurance.
Yeah, I got
What a
insurance.
Nice.
Okay, so anytime below max HP, he just healed. Got it.
Yeah, kind of.
That's
But
pain.
yeah, no, I don't like dogs.
Hey guys, take this.
I think
Yeah.
my mom
Like-
has one of the best like surgery related stories though.
Oh.
She watched them do her C-section.
Oh.
That sounds horrific.
Yeah, so you know she gets the medicine so she doesn't feel anything, you know, blah blah blah. But they
Hmm.
didn't move the light. So while my mom was getting a C-section with all of her guts on her chest frame, she just kind of watched them through the reflection.
Okay, that would be kind
Oh.
of cool at the same time.
I don't know.
Oh,
That would
I
kinda
hate
freak
that
me
on
out, but
so
then
many
again,
levels.
Then again, I am squeamish. I'm not going to lie.
I'd probably have a panic attack, but at the same time be like, ooh.
Yeah, my
Well, mom was
mother
just a
at one
farm girl, so she
point
didn't care as much.
my mother at one point had to get surgery for her rotator cuff because obviously we're
It's low.
weird. Oh, nice.
Can this
But
one
I
be
believe
captured?
like
Yes, it can. It's
oh
still
thank
normal
God,
monster.
please capture it. I don't want to lose this.
Oh, well, I tried to put a trap down. Oh, I did put traps on. Okay. Get
Where is
out.
it? Where is it? Oh, it's here. It's in. Get him.
Thank you. God, oh, I did not want to redo that. But anyway, so she had like a
But
frozen shoulder
still.
for a little while, and she had to go and get surgery for it. So one of the doctors that she knew really well was doing surgery on her, and my mother doesn't take to medication very well because of our Ehlers-Danlos syndrome and our extremely high metabolism. Medicine just straight up doesn't work on us half the time, and this includes sedatives. It just doesn't function. So she doesn't remember most of this, but the doctor who did the surgery on her will often tell her the story while laughing excessively. So what happened was she's on the table and they put in enough to knock out a regular person. A regular person they put enough to knock out. She needs enough to knock out 260-pound male.
Counting on you.
They did not give her enough to knock out 260-pound male, so she momentarily kind of woke up, and she told them this was going to happen too. She was like, yeah, no, I'm going to wake up if you don't give me enough sedatives. And they're like, no, it's fine. They did the same thing with her dad, by the way, and he also woke up. That was more recent after his heart surgery. But do we want to do silver and gold, or do we want to do gore?
There's a
Up to
spell
you.
for this
I can do whatever.
We'll do silver and gold.
Come again.
But anyway, so they gave her the medicine, they knocked her out, she was under, they started doing the surgery, and then she woke up. She doesn't remember waking up, but she woke up. And she flailed so hard that she pulled herself out of one of the restraints and clocked the doctor in the face.
Man.
While completely naked, because they were doing surgery on her upper body, she clocked him in the face, was just like, what the fuck? And then he looked at the sedative doctor and went, give her enough! Give her more! That's what they did. She went back under after she woke up. She was like, oh, you know, my arm kind of hurts. A little bit more than I expected it to. My other arm also kind of hurts. What happened? You know? Yeah, it was just a routine surgery. And he just started laughing. And he was like, well, your other arm hurts because you punched me.
Oops.
And she was like, what do you mean I punched you? It's just like, yeah, you shot upwards, you clocked me in the face. She's like, I'm so sorry. So now, whenever she has to get surgery, he will give her like a recommendation paper or whatever, and every time he'll have on there, give her her recommended dose. She knows what she's talking about.
Okay, like, this is a little bit different. It's not really a sedative.
Mm,
It's just... So, I was at the dentist. I
mm,
fucking hate the dentist, but whatever.
fair, fair.
I didn't have my dentist that day. I had to see her, like, hygienist or whatever.
Mm,
And since I have, like, anxiety issues, they put me under nitrous, which is just kind of cools you
Yeah.
out.
Hey, Sin.
mm,
Sorry, never mind. Finish your story. Sorry, I'll tell him afterwards.
Okay. So usually I can't really remember the numbers. I'm just gonna go off of, like, I don't know, like just random numbers, I guess. Usually they put me on, like, I don't know, let's say 20% nitrous. I don't know if that's a lot. Again, I don't really remember the numbers. Wally's dead. I can't believe he died again.
Oh no.
Dang, perfect timing for background screams.
So they put me on, like, say 20% nitrous or whatever. Which I think was my, like, recommended dose. That's what worked best for me. But I had the hygienist this time, and she's like, okay, so what are you usually set on for nitrous to be comfortable? And I tell her. She's like, okay. And they leave you in there for a bit to get, like, you know, the nitrous in your system.
Mm,
Eventually, I have the mask on, I'm chilling. I feel great on this shit, right? I feel like I'm flying. Like, I feel high as fuck on this shit. And I'm like, this isn't normal, but I'm chilling. I like this. They come back in. They're like, so how are you feeling? I'm like, I'm fantastic. How are you? She's like, good. So the nitrous working well? I'm like, it's working great. I don't know what you did, but it's great. She's like, awesome, because I put you on, like, 80%.
Oh Jesus Christ!
And I'm like, what? Are you trying to kill me?
You're just like, oh, I see. What the fuck?
And so I'm, like, high off my shit, right? Like, and I'm laying there, and they have this mask on, and you're supposed to breathe through your nose, not your mouth.
Yeah.
But it's the dentist, right? So they have your mouth wide open.
Of course you
there's bound to
breathe
be
through
a
your
little
damn
bit
mouth.
yeah, there's gonna be a little bit of air. And so anytime I even slightly breathe through this mask, this hygienist lady takes the mask, pushes it down further on my face, and is like, you need to breathe through your nose or else. And I'm like, oh, like, I can't breathe at all, lady. Like, you're suffocating me. And I just kind of go along with it. I'm still high. Like, I don't even know if nitrous can get you high, but that's how it felt.
Oh.
And I'm just suffering. And eventually, I think I just straight up fall asleep. Like, I pass the fuck out, and they, like, nudge you awake because you're not supposed to be asleep when you're on the dentist table, right? And I
Yeah.
start having, like, a panic attack. I don't know where I am. This woman is still suffocating me with the mask. It was just the worst experience. And then to add on to that, anytime I'm on that table at the dentist, I, like, desperately need to pee. So, like, the entire time I need to pee. It was terrible.
That is brutal, dude.
But hey, nitrous is awesome.
I mean, it sounds like it, but goddamn, like fucking hell.
I thought I was gonna die on that table, being suffocated.
You know, I would think the same fucking thing. Like Jesus.
I never
Yeah,
want to see
I-
that hygienist again. She was terrible.
I would imagine so. I mean, I would have brought my doc, been like, "Hey, what the fuck was that?"
I don't
Like-
think I ever. Well, maybe I did say something because I never did see her again. I don't know if that's just coincidence or what. I can't remember.
One day, I had some weird shit happen to me. What happened after that? I don't know. I never saw him again. They just kind of
Banned to the
vanished.
shadow realm.
They were a fucking Fae who was just like, oh yeah, we got some good shit today, buddies, and they disappear, and you're like, what the fuck was that?
The plot twist, they were actually some random person off the street just in there doing random
Oh
shit.
my gosh.
They're just like, all right, we need you to stay calm, stay still. If you break my cover, I swear to God, I will kill you. And you just take a good big whiff of this. This is
God,
like
that's how
4
it
times
felt,
my
though.
normal dosage. Breathe, bitch, breathe.
Breathe through your nose only, or else.
Breathe through your mouth, they'll catch on to me. Breathe.
It was so fucking weird. It was surreal.
Oh dang, Sergio's armor actually looks like it'd be really, really. Sorry. I need to stop.
Oh, you're fine.
Very good.
What?
What were you gonna tell?
Hi,
Sid?
Miracle. Hi, it's good to see you.
Hey Sin,
Ooh, I'm itching
you
to
know
get
how we did that level 30 EMR quest for you, spine tingling divinity?
Vaguely? Which one was that?
The one where we had to fight Narwa, the Allmother.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know why I know the name of that quest?
What was that? Oh, did it not
I'm
count
here
for
when
you?
need me.
Nope.
Oh, you kidding me?
I just got it because I wasn't high enough to take it when we did it the first time.
Oh,
Oh,
damn.
that's brutal. Well, I'll help you do that later.
Yeah, let's not do that this stream. Let's just do it in a free
Yeah.
time sometime later.
Hi, Miru. It's good to see you. I'm at work one. Drop in, say hi. Hi. It's good. Hi, Wally. Welcome back.
Is he truly?
And I
dead?
appreciate.
Are
And
you-
thank
are
you
you
for that.
live,
And by the
Wally?
way, Sin. Thankfully, the heck of my my lockdown master rank doesn't really matter when I don't even have maxed out gear yet.
Gotta get you that Mons, yo. Thank you, Miru.
I have plenty of armor series. I just don't have the cash to actually do the upgrade right now.
Oh, thank you,
no,
Miru.
I take it back. I have enough for one more.
I hope you have a good day at work, Miru. Have
Take
fun.
care.
She's God, what are you just starting? No, you're like halfway through your workday, I think, if I recall correctly.
And welcome back, Wally.
Hi. Yeah, I just went and grabbed a paintbrush just to clean my fan grates, just in case. I don't know why I keep crashing. It's the same kind of crash I get with Risk of Rain, and I don't know why I crashed there either.
Yeah, come to think of it, it has been a bit since I cleaned mine as well. Maybe when stream is over, I'll remove them. I'm gonna go
I'm
and
gonna.
clean them out manually.
Yeah, as soon as we're done, and hopefully I don't crash again. Fingers crossed. I'm gonna do a bunch of updating, making sure everything's up to date.
Fair,
Yeah.
fair.
Speaking of Risk of Rain, did you hear that the DLC apparently came out? The next
Yeah,
pack?
and it's
Sorry.
been a. Yeah, no, I have, and it's been a huge letdown from what a lot of people have said.
Yeah.
Hey.
Plus that, apparently some of the people who actually made the original Risk of Rain 2 actually just flat out said, yeah, we didn't actually do much in terms of the development for this new update. By the way, hey, most of the higher-ups from Hopo Games, myself included, have just gotten jobs at Valve. We'll be making games for them now.
Bye,
Well, like-
Miru. Have fun at work. I'll see you later.
Have a good day.
Take care.
Yeah, no, like they got the development for the DLC was super
Be
rushed,
sure to check. I look
Mhm.
forward to your safe return.
and Gearbox wasn't handling it properly, and the people who worked on it was like, yeah, we're trying to fix it, but yeah, no, this was rushed, and even we're saying like publicly, yeah, no, this DLC was rushed,
Oh, that's annoying.
and it's had so many game-breaking bugs just within the last 4 days.
Oh my god. We had so many moments in Risk Rain 2 that practically were game breaking, but all of them because we were just dumb fucks doing it.
Yeah, no,
I can't
these bugs
imagine the
were
actual like
actual-
game killing itself.
Yeah, no, these were actual game-breaking glitches
Jesus.
that were actually breaking the game down.
Oh my
Like you
god.
couldn't complete runs.
Take care.
That's so
Good
brutal.
deals for you.
Yeah, there's an item that literally, if you have it in the run, it breaks the run. Like, you get to
See
Mithrix
you
and you try to
later.
kill him. When he takes your items, it'll break him and he can't die.
Jesus.
Come back anytime.
Hey, apparently if you use Play a Possum on the right position right here on the roof, you'll jam your face into the ceiling. Look at me.
Oh my god, that's amazing. On my screen it looks like you're Supermaning on that like little metal bit.
I need to print. I need to get an image of this. Then hold on, print screen.
Oh,
Print
that's
screen.
beautiful. It looks like you're holding yourself up purely by your abs.
Here we go. This is what I see, Sin.
Oh my god. It looks like you're bent at the waist, just like, hi guys.
I mean, I am actually.
Like, it'd be amazing if I could see you through the fucking floor. That'd be so funny. Hey, you guys.
I have thrown all my settings to a lower end, so hopefully this doesn't kill the PC. Man,
Here's
this game
hoping.
looks- Yeah, my guess is that it's either my computer's overheating because it is hot today,
Mm.
and my computer does not have the best venting, which is something I want to fix by getting a new casing, or something with the game itself is just like busted,
Hmm.
and it's causing a like overflow crashing my PC.
Some games just kind of do that.
Yeah, it's a memory leak issue
Yeah.
that can happen. And Monster Hunter Rise is not meant for PC, and I know it does have issues.
Yeah.
But like, even a game like Minecraft, who is known to have memory leaks, don't crash my PC like games like this have.
Minecraft has a memory leak.
Yeah, a memory leak, yes.
Yeah, I don't
it
really
has
have
really
problems with
been-
Minecraft.
Yeah, no, Minecraft is held together by sticks and prayers.
Yeah, fair. Honestly,
It has a lot
Alright.
of memory leak problems.
honestly, I'd say it's more accurate to say it's held together exclusively on Scotch tape.
More like some
Basically the
heavy-duty
same thing.
duct tape in a window of a moving car.
Honestly, yeah. Fucking, what was it? Undertale also has the same issues.
To be fair, Undertale was programmed by like one guy,
Mhm.
so it makes sense.
So was most of Minecraft.
Fair.
Well,
That
no,
is
Minecraft
true.
got bought out a long time ago.
Yeah,
by
but they
Microsoft.
didn't.
But
Yeah,
they've
but
been
they
doing it
didn't.
worse.
They didn't fix any of its code.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
really,
all its
yeah.
code's about the same.
Except it's not a little hard to mod.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
But they haven't, because like, there are issues when you update a game constantly because you're building off your basic blocks, and in a lot of games' cases, their basic blocks aren't actually all that strong. So after years and years of adding on to a game, your blocks start to crumble.
We'll
What
come
wasn't
back
that
to
big an issue
eventually.
by the beginning of it
Brute,
ends up getting bigger and
but
bigger and
foolish.
breaking down more and more over
Challenging
time.
a king.
I think
Rise
this
is
is silver.
TF2's code being held up by a coconut image.
Arch in the sky.
it's not a coconut, it's a
In a
pineapple.
flash, the
So is there any
tables
difference between silver
stay
and
ground
azure
and
and
cross your
pink
Sil-
and green?
Yes.
Stronger.
Whilst your body is
Silver Rathalos
consumed
has
by
a so
flame.
silver and gold Rathian have hoopa rated bait. Yeah, super heated states.
Oh,
Don't
okay.
they also have like very, very different elemental weaknesses?
No.
Super
Well,
heated,
kind
more
of.
like super stupid.
Speaking of, I need to check what those are.
There are no words that I can possibly use to explain how much I love that we get that rainbow shit, and this is an arena. There are no words that could properly convey how much I like that.
Where the heck is Rathalos?
I
on
like
list?
the Spear Bird, but I hate Arena Quest.
I
Rathalos.
love the arena quest.
Um,
They're so nice.
Against standard Rathalos, the top recommended elemental damage type is Dragon, with Lightning coming in as a close second.
Yeah, that's fair. Let me go switch my weapon real quick. What do you mean you don't like the arena quest, Pocket?
I just don't. I like being in a more open area.
But they're so nice.
No.
Yeah.
I also just don't really have that big of an issue going around collecting spirit birds.
Okay,
Oh, that's fair.
Wandering
Okay, so
around.
everyone is still out here. Don't
Yep.
do it yet. Hold on. Let me give you your buffs.
All right. I look like an evil paladin with a really nice weapon. Hell yeah.
Easy flash bombs. That's a scary thing you can offer me.
I
mean,
heard
it
that
is still a
scoff pocket.
Rathalos.
Was it a scoff?
I don't know. You
Oh.
tell me.
I thought it was like kind of like a little giggle.
Is he big?
No, but
Seems kind of big, yeah.
Okay. I can some monsters I can vaguely tell because like I'm most Rathians like its tail comes right at my head level, but this guy's tail is just slightly above it, and I
mean, it
always
is a
know this
Rathalos.
because it's so annoying to hit the fucking tail when they're big.
Yeah, to be fair, he's not a Rathian, he's a Rathalos.
Yeah.
And they do stand differently.
Do they?
Yeah, Rathalos tends to have an arc upwards, Rathian tends to have an arc downwards, kind of like up and down. While Rathian tends to have more of a straight line.
Interesting.
Rathalos basically postures a little more than a Rathian will.
I'm amazed I
you
managed to
son of
land
a
that counter
bitch,
per
slow
time.
down.
Well,
Oh, you
That's
are
the
so
inner
big, I
monster
can't
runner,
fucking
I don't
hit you. That's my only issue with stupidly large monsters. Same issue I had with fucking Raging
hey guys, take
Bracken.
a little of this.
Hi, can I help you, Small?
Ow, I don't do a lot of that. Oh, fuck you, you have poison too? God, I hate this
He's
monster.
Yeah.
a
already.
Rathian.
It's a
He's a
Rathian.
Rathalos, so of course he's got
Whatever the
poison.
fuck it is.
I hate
Sorry,
him
I keep on
already.
getting them mixed up. That's my fault.
He's straight up just Rathalos, but different color, more or less, and with
Yeah.
a slightly different ability.
I
And it's a little
hate
faster
him already.
with a bit different animations.
How dare he
thought-
poison?
Rathalos
The other
is
ones do
always
too.
I know, it's why I hate him. I mean, I like him, but I hate the poison. I hate all poison monsters. Alright, have a good night, Chissian.
Take care.
good.
We will slaughter this monster in honor of your name. I shall name my weapon the Chissian. Ignore that I'm basically using
Something
you
big's
to bash
coming.
it to
I
death.
hate the sound of that.
No, he just entered superheated,
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
and
well.
I was in the middle of something. Can you please not lick my chest, cat?
Cat's
That'd
just
be
like,
rude.
oh yeah, that's what we can do, boy.
She,
Oh my!
She got into my
cat
lap.
licking me.
She got in my lap, licked me. I was like, oh, that's. Please don't lick my chest when I'm trying to do stuff. That is just very weird. Maybe I don't like being licked.
It's just like, I will distract you.
Comes.
Good lord. He has a lot of armor. Like, he does not take a lot of damage.
Well,
Also, I keep hitting his fucking wing.
I'm going for the glowing bits because that's what the NPC just told me to do.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, this is pretty cool. And he's only poisoned me once, so I don't hate him that much.
I'm honestly kind of shocked he hasn't hit me more times than he has.
Yeah. Okay, now mine, I hate him even more. Every time he poisons me, my hate
Oh!
meters just don't go up.
They said take a little of this.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I like him mostly.
Oh no.
He looks cool. He
I was
does
just gonna
kind of
hit me
fit the
twice.
reskin, but I do like the fact that he has alternative moves. That was cool. I do like
yeah,
that.
He's Silver Rathalos and Gold Rathian are basically just take the normals and crank them up to 11.
I mean, that's pretty cool. I really like most reskins of monsters. I don't like all that much, just because they really just do feel like a reskin, because that's effectively what they are, just harder. And that kind of
What
just
about
annoys me
Mizutsune
a
with
little
no
bit.
bubble blight?
Huh?
What about Mizutsune with no bubble blight?
Which one's Mitsutsu?
The
I'm
monster
serious.
just came from
Thing-
fighting.
Yeah,
Oh,
which
that
is-
thing.
It's
The only
normal-
monster with bubble blight, and he doesn't.
It's that monster. That monster that we just fought. Its normal version's a water monster. The one we fought was a fire.
I think it's really
Oh.
cool.
It's been a long
Ow.
time since we fought its water version, I'll be real.
But it has
I
the
guess the
same
only road.
name.
Well, you know, it's been a while. I'll be
It's been
honest,
a
the only
while.
monsters I really dedicate to name are the ones that I fight 57 times in a row.
And there's still work to do.
Woo! Hey, bud, if you could just fall over with your tail exposed, that would be perfect.
We got a gas bomb.
Actually,
Looks
well,
like it's an ice
super
base.
heated, his tail doesn't even take very much damage, so take that into account.
Oh boy, did I not restock my shit?
Got him.
Oh, I didn't. Well, that's fine. I keep not restocking my max potions because I keep not using any. At least he feels cool.
You should tire her out a
Why
little
did that
bit
stun
easier.
me? Bro
What
hit me with
stunned
like
you?
the tip of his foot.
Hockey, take some
Oh.
of this.
Thank you.
But I mean, this feels cool. I'll be honest, I just kind of like zoned out for most of Mitsuna's fight.
Honestly, I kind of did too. Maybe that's why I died 3 times.
Alright, I knocked him out of superheated state.
Nice!
Nice. I do like this one a lot more than the others. I'm very curious what Magala?
Chaotic Gormagala.
Yeah, that can work.
Yeah, it's gonna be like because
I don't know. if it's- I can't speak. My game.
Gormagabagoo.
Don't worry, I can never
I can't-
speak in this game.
I can't speak. My
Alabama
game
memes
keeps crashing.
place.
My
What?
brain's not here.
But I'm very curious what that one's gonna feel like, because if it just feels like a reskin, that's just gonna be annoying. But if it's like distinctly different from like this guy is, like that's gonna be nice.
Chaotic is
Ow.
kind of a mix of Shagger and normal boar.
This guy's not
Nah.
even that much more distinct. I don't know what you're
He
talking
has a
about.
whole separate moveset. That's better than some of them that we fought.
Oh, dang it.
I
Still just
Although
feels
when
like
he's in his
Rathalos.
normal stage, it just feels like a Rathian. Or a Rathalos. Whichever. You know what I mean. They both feel similar.
Not really. Rathy-
I
Lotus has a lot more
legitimately could
aggressive
not tell you the
movesets.
difference in terms of playstyle between a pink
Oh,
Rathian
no.
and a Rathalos.
To be fair, Silver and Gold Rathian and Rathalos in World aren't as different. They're much more distinct in Rise, honestly.
Hmm. I still have to go and check to see if I have any of their material.
I need to go sharpen. Cover me.
Like, they still are the same, you know, they still have the superheated state because I was brought in, I think, in World, actually.
Uh-huh.
But they are distinctly a little more extra in this game, which makes sense. All the
I'm
monsters
back.
are extra in this game.
They feel good. Like, I mean, I've always liked fighting Rathian. I don't like them poisoning me, but like the actual like fighting style and the paths
You know,
and
one
shit
day
that
we'll
you
get
can
to
do.
actually say what this monster is. Because it's
Huh?
not Rathian, it's Rathalos. They are
Rathla,
distinct from each
they
other.
feel the same to me.
They one literally charges all the time, the other one is constantly flying.
I mean, they feel the same to me too, but that's because I just don't like either of them.
Honestly, I could not tell you which one stays on the ground and which one stays in the air.
I'd say Rathy is the one that's constantly on the ground. Basically, the only thing it ever does is step on me.
Are they the females?
Yes.
Yeah, yes, Rathian is female, Rathalos is male.
Gotta make this weird sin.
Wait, is he trying to make it weird? What did he say?
He just asked if Rathian was female.
Yeah, what's weird about that?
Cause
Did he try to make
Dad
a bad
said it pretty much only steps on him.
Oh,
And my brain immediately went to Final Fantasy 14.
What?
huh? Well, I don't know anything about that game. I don't
I
play that.
understand what you're
I
talking
don't even.
about.
I don't even
There-
understand what he's talking about.
one of the bosses. Well, which you can explain it better than I can.
Shiva, Dan.
Yeah.
You know? I feel like she does that.
She-
One of
Remember,
Shiva's
she
main
freezes it.
moves.
Remember in her phase shift, she steps down on someone in the party, breaking all the ice. It's her
Stunned
phase shift.
again.
I wouldn't know. I've only ever killed her as
okay.
Blue Mage, where I'm the only person on the board.
She does it regardless, dude. It's like one
Yeah.
of her main abilities. Unless you're
I'm
able to
not
like one-shot her.
I'm not paying that close attention to her animations. I'll be real.
That's fair. But it's like
Oh,
a
so-
whole phase shift thing, and she just straight up like pops over next to you and just straight steps down onto you.
Oh,
It's
so
really
Dan-
I see
fucking
an
funny.
indicator. I see an indicator on me. I try and reposition. I don't care anything about anything else.
Oh, so Dan, Stormblood Yatsuyu?
I don't remember her
Gatsu?
stepping on.
She stepped
don't
on a
remember.
lot of people.
I remember her pulling a gun on and a sword on random civilians, but that's about it.
Remember, she stepped on. She literally stepped on him as a mocking in a mocking manner. What's his
Oh,
face? Big
damn.
dude. Yeah.
Now I remember. Yeah, sorry, I was just filled with blind rage throughout that entire campaign. I'm not gonna lie. The only thing that campaign did was make me mad.
I don't
It just bores me to sleep, and it makes me really sad because, like, I like the story. I just don't like how they're presenting it to me. I couldn't tell you why.
To be fair, it's really been a long time since you've played 14.
That is true. And
Am I the
generally,
only
if I
one that,
play
like,
it with
can't pay
someone
attention
like
to
you,
it?
it's like really nice. It's still boring,
Do you
but
guys actually
very
pay
nice.
attention to stories in MMOs? Because I cannot for the life of me.
It depends on the MMO. Final Fantasy 14 is one of the only ones I ever have. You could technically say that I pay attention to the story in World of Warcraft when it happened, but my brother was super into it at the time, and I played with him, and he basically ran me through every single dungeon up to level 90, and synopsize the story of each and every dungeon up to, like, well, not 90, like Pandera, as we were going through it. So I got an extremely shorthand version of the entire game, well, at the time, of the entire game of World of Warcraft. But aside from that, like, I pay attention to the story in Final Fantasy, as much as people think I don't. But other than that, I don't pay attention to, like, any MMOs. I don't even play any other MMOs.
So, yes and no. 14, somewhat. Depends how much story I've done within a day.
Hmm.
Like, if it's a voiced cutscene, I'll, like, pay attention. If it's an unvoiced cutscene, I'll read it for a little while, but after a while, I'll just stop reading the non-voiced cutscenes and, like, skim and move on. In Mabinogi, you have to read everything, so if you want any context to what you're doing, and to understand where you're going, so, yes, mostly.
It's really,
really
funny
only play
because when I
Guild
play
Wars 2,
Mabinogi, I just skim. I skim completely. The only knowledge I have about Mabinogi is what resides in my subconscious.
I think I've tried, like, Black Desert, I've tried WoW, I was going to try 14, and then, like, the friend I was going to play it with just stopped playing it, so I'm like, nope, uninstalling that.
Pocket.
What?
We can bring you through Final Fantasy 14.
No.
Please.
I'm not paying for it.
Wally, do your critically acclaimed MMORPG
Have you
commercial.
tried the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV? Now,
No,
free
please
trial.
leave my
Now with Heavensward and the award-winning Heavensward and award-winning Stormblood expansions for free.
You can
No.
play up to level 60.
70.
70.
No.
Play
I've already
with
put
us,
so much money
Pocket.
into Guild Wars, I'm not leaving Guild Wars, and I'm
Well,
not
you-
spending even more money on a
You
different
can
MMO.
play it. You
It's a
can play it for
free-
free up to
it's
level
got a free
70 in
demo.
2 expansions.
No subscription
No.
fees either.
Yeah.
And there's no limited game time either.
Yep.
I also
you
just don't
just
really
play.
care for Final Fantasy.
I don't
Oh.
blame you.
My heart.
No,
I mean, I
stay
don't
out
like
of it
most
while
of the Final
you can.
Fantasy games, but that's because I hate the graphics.
You know, I won't lie. Yeah, the graphics. I was just about to bring up the graphics. So,
Like, I'm
Oh, he's
okay
low,
with
by
the
the way, if you wanna
with the
catch him.
turn-based strategy process of most
Hey
of the
guys, he's
games, but
low.
like, I can't. Oh, hey, we can.
I bet we
You
can
want
catch
to know
him.
something really funny when we talk about graphics?
Hmm.
The expansion that just came out for 14 literally changed its graphics.
so it's
Oh my
not really
God,
like the
really?
graphics as much as the style for me. There was one day, like, my friend sent me, I think, a screenshot of their game, right? And I was
Uh-huh.
like, what the fuck are you playing?
okay.
Second Life? Like, what is this? It's like, why does it look like that? And they got actually offended.
Ah!
Wait, the tail!
Oh yeah, I got that already. Oh, and now I'm falling asleep. Thanks, Doc.
Stop harassing the darn toad!
Look, my doggo's keeping me awake. It's perfectly fine.
Yeah, I don't blame you for not wanting to jump to other MMOs. I jumped into 14 a long time ago, came back to it, and went, I live here now.
I jumped into it mostly because it just had a bunch of random people just like saying, yeah, you can just let's jump in it and try it out for a little while. And then I walked away, and then I found another friend group that's just like way into 14. Just like, okay, I guess I'll come back.
Yeah, Pocket, stay out of it. You don't want to go down that rabbit hole, because once you're in, you're in.
I jump back into it randomly. Like I like Final Fantasy 14. I don't play it very often, but I do like it. But like I'll pop into it and then I'll pop out of it, and I'll pop into it and I'll pop out of it, and it's like I don't have enough money.
Yeah, that's the bad thing about Fort. Like, the free trial players are like, yeah, you can play as long as you want, but once you start paying, man, it is not... Oh, not cheap.
Yeah.
And
I started playing before the fucking second expansion was for free.
Yeah, so Sin, do you want to know how much I pay? So, I did a calculation recently.
Uh-huh.
That hurt me, but I was like, I'm already in deep, and I...
Uh-huh.
Do you want to know how much it costs to pay for Final Fantasy 14 sub for a year?
Oh, how much?
$120.
$150.
Oh.
My, they raised it.
No, they didn't.
Oh.
So if you do the half a year thing, which is $75,
Mm-hmm.
meaning you're paying $140 a year, plus an extra $5 per, because 75, so you're paying $150 for a full year.
Ugh.
That's why
Can't.
that's why I also don't hate when people go, yeah, I'm not paying that. So I'm like, don't worry, I understand.
If I
Probably.
had a proper job, I 100% would. Just because I could play with you and
I
probably
thought we were doing
Corn.
Chaos next.
Oh, were we? Okay.
I thought we were going silver then Chaos, or did you say silver and gold?
I think I heard silver and gold.
Yeah, I think silver and gold.
Okay.
Just because they're a duo.
Fair enough.
Whee!
Okay,
Yeah, that's why I like Guild Wars so much, is that they have expansions, and they have like 5 at this point, but you just buy them, that's it. The rest of the money you spend is like purely cosmetic.
Mm-hmm.
So thank God.
Yeah, but Pocket question: is almost everything locked behind the paywall when it comes to cosmetics?
What do you mean?
Like skins for stuff. Oh, hey, you want to look different? Congratulations! Here's $5 you got to put down for this very specific looking.
No, there's a shit ton of shit you can get by just playing the game. There's a lot of like, they call it the gem store. You get gems, premium currency, where like that's the only place you can get those specific skins. For the most part.
You know how you just brought dragon weapons against Silver or Rathalos?
Uh-huh.
Did you know it's immune to dragon damage?
I don't stick with my fire.
I'm going to assume it's got similar stats to the Gold Rathian, so if that's the case, then we probably want water.
I don't think I have a good water one yet.
Dang it, Sim.
It's weak as thunder. Or
This one it is?
electric or whatever. Yeah.
Can you check? Are you... Okay, in that case, I'll switch.
Yeah, okay. Well, I do have a thunder weapon, so I guess I'll use my cool thunder.
The
I
only
guess.
part of it that's even a little bit weak to fire is his torso, and that's 5 points.
Well, you know, it's fine. I'll be a thunder boy.
Thunder.
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 Dun,
Feel the
da, da, da,
thunder.
da, dum.
Lightning and the thunder.
I don't know how many different songs we just referenced.
I don't know.
I think that was like 4 in a row. Pocket.
Huh.
Hold on, let me find a good pose for this. Hold on, wait, okay, let me look at it. There we go. Okay, hold on,
Oh, why?
gotta find a good pose. Hold on. There we go. All right, you ready? You ready for this?
I don't like this. No.
You ready for this?
No.
Hey, Pocket.
What do you want from me?
I'll rattle those. Wait, what?
What? What are you you say?
Sin, are you okay? Did you just have a stroke?
I think he's having a moment.
Yo, Rathalos? Yeah, Sin, continue. Yo, Rathalos.
Senior moment.
Oh no, guys, I can't take it anymore. I'm dying of cringe.
Yeah, me too. What's happening?
Sin, yo, Rathalos, what?
I'll Rathalos you over to my house. Come
What
here,
is-
Pocket.
That does that even work? I can barely
but
understand
he's-
what you're even saying.
No, but at least he's laughing.
It's fine. I'm being ADHD. It's fine.
Is that what this is?
Out no. And what? Here. I'm.
I like this
Where
even
the fuck
less.
am I? I can see into your soul, Pocket.
Apparently, you can see what she had for lunch.
Wait, oh, actually,
Which,
that's
in
right.
this
The answer
world
is coffee, by the way.
That's weird.
Pocket, you need more than just coffee. You can't survive
Mm.
on just coffee alone.
Watch me.
Hey,
There's
Sid.
some coffee. Is that some water? My goodness.
I know. I was going crazy today.
What if I told you there's a non-negligible chance this is the last fight we'll probably be doing with Musashi over the course of the stream series?
Oh,
Yeah, she's about to max her level.
who's about to max her level?
My healer for Palico, Musashi.
Hey.
She's gonna get switched in for the barbarian instead.
She will retire. Is there a good one that can? Oh, there. No. There we go. I'm looking at you, Pocket. How do you feel? My doggo's behind me.
Let me see the
My
dog.
doggo supports me in everything I do.
That's good.
Yeah.
Emotional support animal.
Only you specifically. He slit my throat.
Oh.
He decided that Gelmore was a threat and couldn't do anything in time. Yeah. It's very unfortunate. It's a casualty I have to accept in my heart of hearts.
Let me play this tiny violin.
You'll be next, Pocket.
Yeah, that's alright.
My
As long
doggo
as it's by the
sucks.
dog.
With feet.
Ooh, I like his color scheme.
Her?
Or
He's a
her
Rathian.
color scheme. I like that color a lot more than most
Go
gold.
ahead. Form thy plans.
She looks like cheese.
Attack if you so dare.
Does that look like cheese to you?
I
like
am the
cheese.
queen.
I guess that's a
And
good
thou
thing.
shalt
Is that
bow
the stupid
before
fucking
me.
Deora?
Yes.
Woo! Beat the shit out of it.
Yeah, screw in particular.
Aww. I want to see Deora get burned too. Yeah. Aww.
He's so disappointed.
That was so mean. I wanted to watch that. That was so mean.
So I just had a very confused moment.
Huh?
Senior moment.
So my car has an extra key apparently. That
Mhm.
my brother had talked about for a while. I'm like, but I don't have it, and I didn't have it. I'm like,
Mhm.
he's like, you lost it? No, I just don't remember you handing it to me. I looked around it and find it. I just walked out my room to let out the smallest of my cats, and I look over to the table stool, the little stool that we have next to my bedroom door, and you know the blanket that this cat tends to sit on was in not her normal spot, so I moved it back. Turns out, and I looked down at it, and it's like, wait a minute, why is there a key here? And I'm looking at it, and I went, that's a key to my car, but that's not my key. Is this lost key that he had been talking about this entire time?
You've been driving?
Hey guys, I have bad
Well,
news.
it's an extra key to my car.
Uh-huh.
So it's
Oh.
like, we had talked about it a couple of times, like, I don't have it. What do you mean you don't have it? I don't have it. You never handed it to me. And so I'm sitting here looking at it like, huh?
Did your cat
Oh,
steal your key?
I hit the wrong.
Cat's been driving.
No, the likelihood is that my brother found it and put it on there because he didn't want to. I don't know.
I
And he
wanna
either
believe the
found it
cat's
and
been
put it there. Or it's
Huh.
been there for the last year and a half.
Jesus.
which I doubt because I hadn't seen it up until then, and that like it had
You have
been
a
knocked out.
cat. Nothing is in the same place for a year and a half.
No, most things do because our cats aren't like that. My cats don't mess with stuff
Ah.
unless there's water in it. They don't mess with it.
One of my cats loves water, and it's ridiculous.
Our smallest cat, if I have like a water cup, so I use a thermos nowadays, but beforehand, I had a water cup and she knew where I kept it and she kept trying to knock it over.
That's
My
amazing.
cat always does that.
Stop
if I have
poisoning
water.
Oh no,
me.
that's toxic. That is toxic. Take some of this.
Hate the fucking poison. Oh, now I
Oh,
have
no,
that
Sid.
song stuck in my head,
That's
Wall.
worse. That's worse poison.
Oh, stop it.
Take some of this.
I can't fucking hit its
There you
tail.
go.
Piss off.
You can't hit his tail. Sid, I just found out that my best weapon against this thing actually doesn't have high enough sharpness to not blink.
I think my armor makes it so no matter my sharpness, I don't blink, which is super nice.
Blink?
Yeah. It is super nice that I can even be at red and still hit him just the same as normal. I mean, I don't ever go down below green, but still, it's just nice knowing I have it. Come on, buddy. Just, oh my god, I hate you. Get your fucking tail down.
Your touch so Go cowboy, be
Oh, what's
free.
the song? I've had, for like the last 2 weeks, I've had, You Won't Die Alone by Toon Fanatic stuck in my head. It's been hardcore stuck. No matter how it seems. So good.
Yeah,
What are
no,
some
down the
songs you
green.
guys had stuck in your head?
A lot of 70s and 80s stuff.
Really?
Like this, like that, like this, like that, like this, like that.
What the
Oh,
fuck
man.
is that?
Have you never played Jet Set Radio?
No,
wish
the
I
only thing I've
did.
even
I've
played
heard
similar
great
to it
things,
was,
and I've seen Steam Library.
Superstar Tennis.
I will show you a world of music that you are not used to.
He
Is
can
it similar in
show us
concept
the
to EDM?
world.
More like funk.
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't it like funk, hip hop kind of stuff?
Yep.
Honestly,
Probably
kinda fits
isn't
what
my
I've
scene.
Heard about the game itself.
Well, you at least
Yeah.
understand that song because that song has been an earworm in my
Oh no!
head. for
Run!
the
Run!
last-
It's fair.
Oh, she's
Oh wait, no,
just.
never mind.
Remember Superheated State?
Yes.
Yeah, I've had, like, I was raised on...
Green level sharpness.
Jesus.
Can
I
you
was
stop trying to
raised
hit me while I'm
on...
sharpening.
I guess it would be called, oh my god, soft rock nowadays. Back then it was just rock. But stuff like Kryptonite by Three Doors Down, Evanescence, Bring Me to Life. There's also another one that they had that I really liked. AC/DC, of course. Pretty much any of
AC/DC
their
is not
songs.
soft rock.
Well, AC/D is like
Gonna
metal,
say.
but
It-
I've had them. They've been because my stepdad listens to them as well as Aerosmith and a few others. But that's more his line of music than my mother's. My mother's is of course like Evanescence, Three Doors Down, Five for Fighting. Martine McBride's kind of mine, but she was into it for a little while. Savage Garden was a good one as well. That was a really nice band.
So your mom was
Linkin
into emo
Park.
music.
Some of it, yeah. That's how you think I got most of my music.
Pocket with that,
It was just a little laugh, it was just
Oddly enough, My Chemical Romance and what that other fucking one was, I just never been able to get into them. Like the
I can't stand them anymore.
like Black Parade, whatever band that did that.
My Chemical Romance did
Was that My
Black-
Chemical Romance? There was
Yes, that
another
is.
one that was close to them. That everyone always put those two together. I can never remember what the fuck the second one was.
I don't know.
Cover me, I'm sharpening. I'm on yellow sharpness.
I
Good
think it's
lord,
My Chemical Romance that did Black
Huh?
Parade, though, if I remember correctly. Yeah, no, like, I'm not gonna lie, it just sounds like your mom was into emo music, and it's... Oh, so Pocket, there's a go, you good there, Pocket? 'Cause it
Five
sounded
for
like you
Fighting
choked on
isn't
water.
emo music. Foo Fighters isn't emo.
Foo Fighters isn't emo, no. but some of the bands you like, half the bands you listen like Evanescence, emo music. The other
Evanescence is emo. Linkin Park is technically emo, but they're
Oh,
all soft
God,
rock.
dude.
Yes. Linkin Park is very no, never
Yeah.
mind. It's just dark subject matter.
Yeah, well,
No,
it's
all the stuff I used to like, pretend I was a cat
technically
to.
speaking, Linkin Park is not emo. It is soft rock with hard lyrics. They're
no,
very
like-
Bro,
different.
aren't they big sad
Okay.
boys? What are you talking about?
Not big size.
listen,
Nickelback's
when I say
also another
emo,
one.
When I say emo music, I'm not talking about music that like, oh no, it's music like Linkin Park, like that.
Mhm.
It's more about the subject matter.
Yeah.
than
Oh
about
yeah,
the
I've listened to
song
hard
style.
subject matter my entire life.
Hard subject matter, I'm sorry, just the hard subject.
My favorite song,
Evanescence?
my favorite
it's-
songs when I was a kid, was Independence Day and Concrete Angel by Martina McBride.
It's literally just those were the like bands that like the emo phase of the early 2000s was like super into.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I used to listen to it and pretend I was a fucking warrior cat. Like,
You're
I wasn't
touching my
listening to it because,
soul
oh,
pocket.
sad emo. I was like, I'm a cat to this.
I'm a cat. To be fair, Warrior books are
Warrior Cats was so good. I still have almost all the series. I'm missing the newest.
I didn't actually read it.
You
Like,
fucking
my friend
bitch.
just like really liked it, so I got into it like that. I was like, I'm not
Woman.
reading this shit. Do you see all the books and how convoluted
It's so
they are?
good.
I'm not
I
doing
have
that.
all the books.
Bro, I've listened to enough videos about that series. I'm like, I'm never touching this.
I have all the books. They're really good.
It's so
Well, I don't have the
convoluted
newest
for
series,
no
but still,
reason.
I have almost all the books. It's like Series of Unfortunate Events. It's really fucking good.
I have spent 90% of this fight poisoned.
Yep.
I
I've spent
hate
a fair bit of it
you.
myself.
That hurts me in the soul.
Hey,
The
Sam,
moment I get
Ow!
poisoned, I have to heal myself. I have to fix
I
it.
don't have any.
You tell me I
I don't
don't?
have any anti-poison stuff right
What's
now. I
wrong
forgot
with
it all.
you?
Yeah,
I forgot to bring it.
I burned all of mine in the first few minutes. The
God
first couple
damn.
minutes.
Well, I do have free meal, so that's how I
And free
excuse it.
wheel
But I
as
also
well,
bring it.
10% chance of trigger.
I think my
Still
one's
doesn't-
either
no.
25 or 50.
There's also a really low chance of triggering anything on either of the two I used.
Yeah. But yeah, I've been like I've read Warrior Cats my entire life, Series of Unfortunate Events, fucking Fallout Equestria, fucking Inkheart was another one I really loved. Oh, there's one I'm trying to think of that I loved and I can't remember what it was. Inkheart, hold
You
on.
regain stamina slower now.
Inkheart, Series of
Or she
Unfortunate
regains stamina
Events.
slower.
She is being a whore. Give me back my health.
Oh my god, well, it's the book. Warrior Cats, Inkheart, Series of Unfortunate Events. I mean, Percy
I can
Jackson
quickly
too,
get
I
a
guess.
Dude, I remember nothing about Warrior Cats. All I remember was that there were a lot of Minecraft servers related to it.
That's horrifying
Honestly,
to think
checks
about.
out.
Yeah. It was, I randomly stumbled into some of the weird. That's how I learned about Warrior Cats, was like browsing Minecraft servers trying to look for one and found a couple.
That's
Went in.
incredible.
The
I
only
can't
thing
even
that's on-
imagine what that would be like, but it sounds incredible.
It was very funny and very weird. Oh, so one of them had like, oh, you have to name 3 books.
House of Night novels. That was it.
Oh,
Me-
you like Warrior Cats? Name the entire series.
It was name 3 books. So my brain went, oh, that's their entry? Alright, hold on.
Google.
Yeah, just look
Curious.
them up.
So I just looked them up.
Dude, I could name you. Hold on, let's see. I want to see if I can name you some. Okay, hold on. It's been literally 9 years since I last saw the last, or last
Name
read
any,
the last
I'm
one.
not gonna know
Um,
what they are.
Sin,
You could
can
say
you
anything
name
and I'll
Harry
believe you.
Potter books?
No, actually. Oh, I can name you.
That's
I can name
fair.
you Sorcerer's Stone. I can name you the Phoenix something.
Order of the
How
Phoenix.
long
Order
ago
of the
did
Phoenix.
you read
Yeah,
those?
and then Half-Blood Prince. Those are the only ones I. Oh, and Alcatraz. Those are the only ones I can name you half the
Alcatraz?
series. The Prisoner of Alca.
Prisoner of Azkaban.
Azkaban. Thank you.
Alcatraz.
Alcatraz was the real life prison. Sin.
I can name you
That's a
half the
very
series.
different-
I've
That's
never,
a different book.
That's a different
I
Harry
have
Potter
never
series.
read the series, not once. Not for any particular. I have all of them on my Kindle. I've watched all the movies. I've never read the books, just because I just haven't sat down to do
Harry
it.
Potter and the Prisoner of Alcatraz.
Both my
favorite
fifth
book.
grade teacher and my older brother were addicted to the series. We have the entire, we have all of it.
You know, I watched
Then-
all the movies, but I never really cared about the subject matter. I was just like, ooh, people on screen, flashing
Yeah.
I'm
colors.
not gonna lie. I recently started trying to reread through Sorcerer's Stone, and honestly, I kind of think that the story they have there is a little bit better.
You know, I think Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Alcatraz is up there with Harry Potter and the the
Sorcerer's Stone.
I
good.
wasn't. Yeah, you want to know the best part about that? That was a flub.
That was not on purpose.
No, it wasn't. I was trying to say the Philosopher's Glock.
I like the Sorcerer's Stone better.
The Sorcerer's Stone is 10 times better.
Is that where the meme image came from? Somebody made a really bad fan in fiction, and that's what it came into.
I was trying to say like Philosopher's Glock because I was gonna follow it up with the Sorcerer's Hood. and it ended up getting into and they ended up mixing into that the Sorcerer's Stone.
That is fucking brutal.
You gotta love it when
But-
your brain mixes stuff so you end up with something golden.
My
Unintentional.
my favorite meme name for Harry Potter is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Gains.
The Chamber of Gains is amazing.
Oh, the
So
the
good.
lifting, the wizard lifter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it gets
the
so
AI generated.
boys.
That was AI generated.
Yeah.
Okay, that actually makes it even
Yeah.
better.
Yeah, no, all of that stuff, like, there's a ton of AI generated content around it, and it's very funny to watch.
Sorcerer's Stone.
The Sorcerer's Stone.
That's gonna stay in my head forever.
Good. You gotta love it when you're my
Oh
flubs
my
of
God.
language. Proceed me.
Oh my god. I really wish I could come up with names like that just on the fly.
I wish my brain did it, and I wish I could do that normally, but no, I just had to have a flub and it ended up in the Sorcerer's Stone.
Oh, he's low, by the way. Or she.
Oh, sweet.
Where's my trap? Here it is.
Oh my
Place it in
god.
front.
I love we just spent this entire fight talking about fucking books and terrifying subject matter and shit.
You want to know something funny? Because I was gonna get to this thought process, but then the Sorcerer's Stone came out of my face and I got lost in the sauce.
Oh.
When I was in elementary school, like they had the Harry Potter books like available.
Uh-huh.
I always grabbed one, never read a single book. I grabbed them constantly. I would never read them. I would leave them in my book bag till I needed to return them.
The one that I read a shit ton as a kid, the book series that I read a shit ton, aside from Series of Unfortunate Events and Warriors, was Ranger's Apprentice, which was such a good book series. I still need to finish the entire thing. If you guys have not read it, fucking do. It's so good. It might be where I got my D&D fixation from. Speaking of, I have never really read properly the oh, what was it called? The Hobbit book series.
I haven't either because it's hard to read.
Yeah.
It's a hard book to read.
I also never got into the movies. Like, I've seen most of them, but like I never really got into them. And it's funny because that's like
Great to see you.
pretty much the pinnacle of the shit that I do.
The funny thing is like a lot of people I know haven't seen the Lord of the Rings movie or the Hobbits movies.
Mhm.
I've seen the Hobbit
was-
movies, but I haven't watched The Lord of the Rings since I was like
I was
3 years
raised
old.
on those.
Most
They're-
people were.
They're good, but like I can't remember anything about them. And like the
Are we
only thing I
doing
can
another one?
remember is I don't like them.
I don't see why not. Yeah, the funny thing is like when it comes to like those movies and stuff, I was raised on them, but I don't remember very much. The
Mhm.
best because I was so little when I was watching them. I haven't watched them since I was a kid. The funny thing is the only thing I can remember is that I was afraid of Smeagol. terrified me as a child.
That is a fair fear. That is a perfectly acceptable fear. Smeagol, he needs to be put down, man. Dead silence immediately after I say that. I see how it is.
I don't disagree.
Sorry,
Granted, that's
wasn't
already
listening.
happened to when he got his own video game. He was put down then.
Oh, that video game was so bad.
You
Yeah.
actually played it?
No, I watched someone play it, and the guy I watched play it, it was Backdoor Gaming, I think, or something like that, or Backstreams Gaming. I don't remember what it was. But he plays on Twitch a lot. He does a lot of Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach videos as well, different runs of it. But he was trying to play it, and he legitimately tried to play it without breaking the game, because he wanted to see if he could beat it without hardcore breaking the game. That was the only part of the run that he was like, you know, this is the only rule for the game, is that we have to beat it without the game breaking horribly. And he got to one section of the game, and it broke so badly he would have to replay the entire game to do so he dropped it. I'm just like, bruh. That's so bad.
This feels like when I tried to run through Final Fantasy II on the Game Boy,
Oh.
and I literally passed by. Or actually, it's got an array of, like, I'm going to call them one-time only events, and a couple of those one-time only events are mandatory to beat the game. But if you
Oof.
bypass the point in the story where they're meant to come, you can never get those events. So every
Jeez.
time I've tried to actually play the game, I've just soft-locked myself because I don't know where I'm supposed to go for those events. So I literally just pulled it up on, like, GameFAQs to try and figure out where I'm supposed to go at every given moment, and just like 5 minutes into it, it's just like, you know, at this point, I'm basically just reading a book. I'm not even playing the game anymore.
Yeah. Oh, so here's another one for you from the Harry Potter stuff, the Harry Potter weights thing.
Oh.
Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Swole.
We're swole now, buddy. Oh, why do I still have this armor on him? I could totally have better on. Let me give him some Velkhana. Let me make you some Velkhana stuff. Hold on.
Ooh, there's something I forgot to do.
There you
Place
go.
my-
Oh yeah, look at my
place
doggo
side
now.
conquests.
I think I know. What was like Harry Potter and like the First Blood Prince or whatever?
Half-Blood
Half-Blood
Prince.
Prince?
Half-Blood Prince. I think it was like Harry Potter and the Half-Squat Prince or something like that.
This boy only squats halfway. Don't be like him. Squat full. Squat hard. Squat full.
I
Squat
think
like a
Voldemort
demon.
was like not called Voldemort, but like Voldeswirl or something like that.
Oh god.
Swoldemort? I think Swoldemort sounds better.
Swoldemort, yeah, Swoldemort.
Voldemort.
I love it.
See, I've had some really questionable conversations about like alternate names for Harry Potter. Typically, ones related to the Hood. Because me and my buddy were sitting there one day, like, what's a funny thing for the Harry Potter? 'Cause I think we were talking about like Dobby with a Glock,
Oh god.
and it kind of spiraled into like names of the movies if it was like in the ghetto.
Wasn't the Swole Harry Potter? Did they name Dobby like Throbby?
Yeah,
Oh god. Poor
Hermione-
Dobby, why?
yeah, his name is just Throbby. It's like Hermione Granger.
Yeah.
Master, I need to be free. Pulls out Glock. Master,
it's not-
Dobby
it's-
needs freedom.
It's not Harry Potter, it's Harry Squatter.
God. Oh, which one's the monkey? Oh, is that just a normal monkey?
That's Bishopton.
That's the fire one. But...
Oh, God, that hurt. That monkey was just having a good day, man. Come on.
Just as I reached the heavens where I belong, I was rejected.
Oh yeah, fuck you, bitch.
My destiny to be stricken down in pain and humiliation. Oh, can no one quell my madness and despair?
Is that the one with the eyes?
The
No, this
one-
is the one without them.
Technically, yes, in both cases. Because remember,
Fair.
when Gormagala sheds to Shagaru, he gains eyes. So technically, he has an eye and doesn't have an eye.
Taki, don't run
Is
too far.
that the unshedded or shedded? Or both?
Shedded
go.
has an eye, has eyes. Unshedded does not. But because this one's stuck in between the two states, it's technically both. He
How
does
did
and
it
does
get
not
stuck in between?
be. I mean, have you seen lizards?
Oh.
It's
just didn't-
It's something that failed to molt. Chaotic Gormagala is basically a version of Gormagala that fails to molt into Shagaru.
Huh.
Metabolic bone disease.
Yeah, it's like he fails his metamorphosis into a beautiful butterfly, but instead of, just dying, no, he just gets into a ton of pain and is actively just rages about.
He survives by pure spite.
Probably.
Well, I guess it is time to do what
I mean,
we
that
must.
whole cutscene was from its perspective, so,
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, buddy boo, but it's time to put you down. It's time for you to go to the farm. Meet your other new friends over there.
I don't think he has friends. I think he's too mad to make them.
Ah, shit.
We always talk about killing them, but for the most part, we've been capturing them.
That's true.
That's
Can
true.
we even
I
catch-
feel like this
right,
would
'cause
just be
Gormagala's not an
evil.
Elder Dragon. We can catch him.
I feel like this just be evil if we captured him.
gonna capture him.
It's like, this would be a really cruel thing to do. Immediately does it. I think we're okay to do this.
Oh, hey, the Nine-Tailed Fox is here. Neat.
Oh,
Yeah.
neat.
Visit soon?
No, some rare epidemic life.
Oh!
Yeah, I'm sitting at it right now. There's a rare epidemic life in the Shrine Ruins at night that will appear at the top of the mountain. And it's a kitsune style.
What happens if you catch it?
You can't remember, it's a snow-faced fox is what it's called.
You can take a picture of it, though.
You can take a picture of it, Burma. It sits for the picture!
Yeah.
Aww.
I need to get up there! Let me up!
Yeah, but it's like, you can't capture in this game, remember? You can just take pictures of stuff.
I can't remember how to take a picture.
It's your little camera thing on your, smaller menu
Oh, okay.
that's next to your big menu.
Okay, where is...
I don't remember how to turn that on.
It should be...
Oh, I found it.
Alright. Now y'all have seen... Yeah, every map has, some rare epidemic life. I think the jungle has dolphins.
Dolphins?
Yeah.
Or something like that. It's dolphin-ish.
Yeah, dolphin
Sick
adjacent.
monstrosities!
Hopefully they're not as mean as real dolphins.
Dude, real dolphins are psychopaths.
They are absolutely fucking mental. They're still one of my favorite creatures, but god, I would never want to be around them.
See, I've learned way too much about the ocean's creatures that we have. Orcas and dolphins can both die in fires for all I care.
Hey, I'm not
That's
disagreeing
all
with you.
Orcas.
They may be one of my favorite creatures, but they do not deserve to live.
No.
They are such cruel,
I mean,
cruel
to be fair,
creatures.
if they get depressed enough, they go commit unalive, so...
Good lord.
Yeah, dolphins are smart enough to do that, and that's kind of depressing. But at the same time, also, screw dolphins because they use other animals as literal toys.
Fucking, they
every
blow,
words.
they do blowfish as fucking pot.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say humans are much better, though.
Not really,
Not really.
but usually we eat things. They just mess with it.
Oh, I know plenty of
Yeah.
people who just mess with things.
You ain't wrong, but yeah. At least we have, rules animals kind of to at least generally
Doesn't stop people.
It
stop
doesn't.
people, but
but we have we
I
have
don't
ways to
disagree
deter
with
them.
you, Pocket. That's a thing.
Okay.
We have
it's
ways
too
to
late.
deter them. It
Too
may
late
not
for
work, but
apologies.
at least
I
they're there.
embrace violence.
Dolphins just go, yeah, it's fine.
Orcas, though, there was a bit there. There was like
Embrace
I
violence.
don't know what you call a group of them necessarily, but there was a group led by like a big female orca, and they were just taking down ships left and right, and I thought that was kind of funny.
Jesus.
Dude, orcas and dolphins are both really smart because orcas are a. Weirdly enough, orcas are a dolphin,
Yeah, they're a type of dolphin.
and it's like, man, y'all are really, really smart.
Embrace
That's actually a little terrifying, but man,
It
what
is
you're doing
terrifying.
is funny.
They're
Like, at
neat
the same
creatures,
time-
but I hate them.
I also can't stand boars, but
I do
Oh, I
not have
hate
the
boars on
virus.
every
I
planet
have the
that exists.
virus.
well, it's mainly because like boars are extremely violent creatures, just naturally. They are not peaceful, and the fact
Yeah.
that pigs can become boars like pretty quick is terrifying.
Mhm.
Woke up and chose violence.
Kinda,
Feel
if they
that.
get like pigs can de-domesticate extremely fast. It's why keeping them in pens and whatnot's so important.
He's going north.
And it's like, man, that's really messed up. It's really neat, but man, is it messed up? But it's like, no, boars are just like, yeah, man, they're mental, but they're also a problem here in Texas. So it's like,
That's fair. I don't think they're that much of an issue up here in the Northwest, but
We don't have many of them in the Northwest.
I
Yeah.
would check the charts. You may be surprised. They're kind of one of those animals that's invasive enough that they can go anywhere in the U.S. and not be bothered because they're just that mental of a creature.
Which
Mhm.
honestly I can respect.
A little bit. The ability to survive anywhere is like a pig's specialty, but also, man, the ability to survive anywhere being the pig's specialty is a really big problem.
yeah,
Sort of like a
pigs and
coyote or a
rats.
fox.
Dude, coyotes live everywhere. If you don't think you have coyotes, you're wrong. You just haven't seen them.
Yeah. I think foxes are similar if I remember. I can't.
Yeah, foxes are also one-to-one with coyotes on that front. It's
Mm.
ridiculous. It is-
They
it's
tend to be a
not
little
terrible.
bit more choosy of their locations, but yeah.
Yeah, no,
Coyotes
like,
goes fucking
coyotes-
anywhere. Foxes are like, we can. We just,
We have
sometimes don't.
class.
Yeah, no, coyotes will literally just live wherever. They tend to also live near humans if they can help it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because that's the food, man.
Yeah.
Food boils.
Yeah, like where I used to live was like middle of suburbs, middle of like a highly densely populated place, the Metroplex of Texas, which is like
Mhm.
mostly just town after town after town, like right on top of each other. Like you exit one town, congratulations, you're in another town immediately.
Mhm.
Like, and coyotes live there. Like my parents came home one night, and a coyote was just in the middle of the road, just chilling. They had to chase
Jesus.
it down to the nearby semi-wooded area, just so it would
I
leave
choose
like
violence.
us alone because we have a dog.
Good
Yeah.
lord.
Oh,
I
that's
chose
really-
poorly.
Oh boy.
What did he do?
What the hell did he
He-
do to you guys?
We
changed
chose
me.
violence.
He hit me with one ability, and then as I was getting up, he hit me with another.
And not the wombo.
Oof.
Yeah,
Oh,
fucking
yes,
Fucking
I-
double to it. Goddamn.
yeah.
You know
Just-
what animal doesn't get enough credit, by the way?
What was that?
Possums.
Possums are awesome.
They're
They
pretty
are,
impressive
But
creatures.
everyone's like, I hate possums.
Awesome possum.
It's because they don't understand how helpful possums actually are.
Yeah, they also associate them with raccoons.
Possums
That
are,
is
like one of the cleaner rodents, wild rodents, for one.
Yeah.
They'll do
Well-
what they can to survive. Like, they've attacked our chickens, I think, a couple of times, but I think they only do that when they're, like, starving.
Mhm.
well, possums are like omnivorous.
Yeah, but I've heard that they're, like, not really violent until they have to be.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they rather run from you than fight you.
Rather run from other things than anything, but if they have to, they'll go after your livestock, whatever, which sucks. But like otherwise, they're perfect little beings, and I don't understand why people.
It's because people don't understand them. They think of them as just a disgusting large rodent.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: we have both raccoons and possum in our backyard constantly,
Mhm.
and like I love possums mainly because of what they do. If you get possums, be thankful because if you have any form of animal that's outside, and they're tick free, thank your local possums.
Yeah, I love that they eat ticks because I fucking hate ticks.
Now, they do get worms, but your local possums do deal with a major issue in the form of ticks.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
They are also more hygienic because they can't get diseases. Certain diseases, like rabies, they can't get rabies.
Which is a common misconception.
Yeah.
I think everyone just sees rodent and thinks, oh no.
They
Yeah,
say
no,
possum and they
I mean,
either
put it
think
this way.
rat or they think raccoon.
Let me put it this way: the capybara is technically a rodent.
It's terrifying.
Yeah, and capybaras are literally unproblematic. They are unproblematic, the animal.
But because they're
Did-
a rodent, people probably still hate them.
Did you guys know that inside of Genshin Impact, there's a capybara that you can fight? It has like 1,000,000 HP.
That's funny.
Why are you fighting
Yeah,
capybaras?
he like
Yeah, why would
one
you wanna
shots your
fight it?
team. Huh? Oh, he's
Why would
just
you
one of
wanna
the world
fight it?
bosses.
Yeah, why
He's
would you wanna
like an
fight it?
Archon or something.
I'd just be like, hey,
um,
look, a capybara, and walk away.
Excuse me.
Yeah, he's just a straight up world boss. And if you fight him, he like one taps your team. Like he's really hard boss, but he one taps you by twerking on you.
To be fair,
That's-
capybaras
yeah.
literally twerk on people to kill them.
It's beautiful.
Badass. Best defense.
Mm-hmm.
This feels like the animal well
I think
achievement.
wombats do that
in
too.
A good ending.
Wombats are the ones who do it more often. Wombats will literally use their butts as a defense mechanism.
Yeah.
They'll run to their burrow and stick their butt out, and you can't chew through their butt because their butt is so much cartilage and whatnot.
God, I
Uh-huh.
wish that were me.
It's basically just it's like so much fat and cartilage that it's scratch and bite resistant.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like more so than some of the armor we use as people.
God
You
damn.
should just, I don't know, learn something or two.
Are you
I don't
about to
know,
say just
going
skin the
back-
capybara?
Why would
Yeah.
I say that, Sin?
Yeah, no, capybara, and that's wombats. Capybaras will run into water and just sit in the water. They'll also try to drown anything that tries to hurt them.
Which, like,
God.
face.
Are they the ones that will butt slap you into the ceiling to break your neck?
No, that's wombats.
Ah, okay.
Now,
Come on.
capybaras are just literally like one of the most unproblematic creatures in the wild. Same with manatees.
Oh yeah, manatees are super cute.
Yeah, you can't touch manatees, by the way.
Yeah.
No, they're, like, endangered because they're so unproblematic and people will hurt them.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
that and it's also illegal everywhere because they're so unproblematic.
Well, yeah, that's the thing.
Mhm.
It's not
Ouch.
even because they're endangered. It's because they're just that chill.
No, they're endangered because they're so unproblematic. Not because, I'm not saying they are endangered, like, actually in the wild,
Uh-huh.
but because they're just so friendly, it's like, you gotta put some boundaries on that or else we're just going to take them out. That happens
Yeah.
to every friendly animal out there.
Looks at the dodo bird.
Dodo.
There's a type of seal that like went extinct because they were just so nice and like curious about people that people just took advantage of that
Mhm.
and just killed them off for their like hide or whatever. Which is terrible and I hate everybody.
I know rhinos are having some of that issue too. Did you
Most animals
know?
are.
I think I've mentioned this before, probably in Monster Hunter, because I keep getting reminded of it. But did you know the reason why cheetahs are nearly extinct is just because they're socially awkward?
They're also extremely
Well, they're
inbred.
also just, yeah, they're inbred and just not good at being animals.
Yeah, but they're
They can't actually run that fast
they have
very
such
long.
unbelievably high anxiety that they have trouble mating with each other because they have such high anxiety. And
They're
if
just,
when they
like,
do mate
fully
and they
out of
do
it.
get pregnant, sometimes they are so anxious that they will actually have a miscarriage just because they are so anxious.
Well, they're so anxious, but one is because they're heavily inbred.
Mm.
They
Like-
are not a good like animal genetically.
No.
Didn't we start giving cheetahs like
They have emotional support, dogs.
Yeah. Because the way that they function is that they look around their group to see the social dynamic, to see whether or not they should be afraid. And so when you incorporate a dog into that, they're like, oh, he's just one of us. It's totally perfectly fine. And then a dog is like, you know, hi guys, I'm cool and shit. And they're like, okay, well, this is a panic moment. Dog, what do we do? And the dog looks at them and just goes, it's chill. And they go, cool, bud. We're chill now.
Yeah, no, they get introduced to dogs typically when they're really, really young.
Mm.
So they end up seeing them as another cheetah. And
So
dogs,
funny.
And dogs tend to be calm and unproblematic, so cheetahs end up calm because their companion is calm.
Mm.
They're basically the animal version of someone. Let me. I'm sorry. I'm looking at Pocket right now.
Huh?
Don't you have like really bad anxiety?
Oh,
Yeah.
They're basically just the animal version of that, of just high anxiety.
if I was severely inbred, I would be a cheetah. That would be my.
Like they.
I
they
think
have
you'd
the
have a
same
little few
anxiety
more
as some-
issues than that.
Man, how
Yeah,
you
shit.
playing the games without opposable thumbs? That's impressive. But like anxiety-wise, they're probably like 10 times worse than someone like Pocket who actively has anxiety disorders. And
Hmm.
honestly, I'm afraid to ever get checked for any form of disorder. They'd probably find 5 tons of crap.
I'm fairly
real, with all
confident
you,
you have
study.
ADHD.
Oh, it would not shock me. Dude, with the way my hands work, and even when I'm actively doing other things, I'm just sitting here like doing random crap.
Mm.
I've had so many people look at me and go, "You're probably ADHD." I was like, "Maybe."
Who isn't at this point?
I know folks who aren't. It's weird.
But
Like,
how
well-
many compared to the people who do?
It honestly, it's kind of like half and half with my friend groups.
That's impressive.
Weirdly
I'm pretty
enough.
sure most everyone I know is either autistic, ADHD, fucking
Both in my case.
just everything under the sun.
The funny thing is that I've had people look at me and go, "You're probably autistic. You probably have ADHD." I'm sitting there like, "Yeah." Never
Yeah.
got tested.
You
Can't
keep
say-
up with me so well. Every time we talk about something, you're like, "Oh yeah, I do that too." I'm like, "Bruh."
I had my mom. I was talking to my mom the other day. It's like, yeah, I talked to a couple of people about like stuff, and they have ADHD, and it's like really weird because they're really similar. My mom looked me dead in the eye. I was like, "You probably have ADHD." I've always thought you probably had autism and or ADHD. I was like, "Why didn't we get it checked?" It's like, eh. It's like, yeah, that
It's
kind of.
really expensive to
eh.
get checked for autism. I know that.
It's an entire process.
It's a huge process. My brother, I think, just went through it, and I think I told this a while ago, probably in the chat. But so my brother just went to get some kind of diagnosis, or I mean, he's already diagnosed, I think, with autism and
I know, I'm
ADHD,
being
but I'm not
grabbed.
sure.
This is just terrible. This is rude.
Did
But,
my thing just get reset?
God damn, you okay,
Not
Pocket?
yet, Pocky.
No, I'm fine.
But yeah, so he went to go get something diagnosed or something checked or whatever by like the brain doc or whatever it was, and it was something to do with autism. And my mother was there with him because she drove him, all that fun stuff, and she had maybe 10 minutes of conversation with this doctor, and it was like within 2 hours, right? It was a 2-hour thing. She had maybe 10 minutes talking with him. Before she left, the doctor looked at her and he went, "Have you ever been tested for autism?" She went, "No, not really. Didn't really think I had it." He went, "You really need to get tested. You really should. Like, really should." And she went, "Really?" He's like, "Yes. Yes."
Well, I don't
He's
think
like,
it's
"That
like
obvious?"
that bad. I mean, what is it going to do besides just give you a diagnosis if you're living normally?
Yeah, well, it was more like because of the way she works, and she's basically done the same thing I have for most of my life, which is a lot of the stuff that we could do to make our lives a little bit easier, we just kind of ignore. Because it's like, we just kind of assume that it's something we have to get over, or, it's like our brains work this way, but we're like, it's whatever. And she went through her entire life with like that because her parents are air quote normal, mentally, except for the vast amount of drugs that they take. Well, my granddad
I would
took.
say that would change some of your brain chemistry, but that's just me.
Yeah, well, his one did not change it in any meaningful way in her life, but it changed it pretty hard, but mostly just made him more of a dick, which
I would
was
say.
impressive. But yeah, it's like there's a lot of stuff that she never really thought about when it came to like autism, ADHD, because she's just found ways of coping with it her entire life, which haven't been the best ways of coping with this. But she never thought twice about it, because one of the in the DSM-5, which is the psychology thing for figuring out illnesses or mental illnesses and stuff like that, which sucks, by the way. It's written horribly and it's not a good thing, but it's the only thing we have. And in that, like, the first line of it is that you're incapable of communicating properly, because that is, you know, a decent sign of autism. But the only bad part about it is when you have people like me, my mother, and my brothers and stuff like that, who we had to learn how to interact with people. Like, we had to learn from pattern recognition how to socialize and how to interact with groups of individuals, so that we didn't have to deal with issues like, you know, people getting upset at us constantly, or people having other issues and stuff like that constantly, because we don't take social cues very well. So she thought for the longest time that, you know, oh, I can't be autistic because I do, you know, learn socialization. I do know how to talk to people.
I accept
But-
the virus.
One of the big factors of being autistic that a lot of people who work with autism, a lot of people who have autism, a lot of people who've been diagnosed, they talk about, is that they have learned to mask
He's low.
their inability to interact with people by just learning what people really like hearing, like seeing, like interacting with, you know, the personality of people like, and just doing that. And that's kind of just what she learned how to do for the longest time.
I feel like a lot of people do that. Just
Yeah.
being a human being kind of means that you're going to change how you act.
Well,
around
yeah,
certain
but it's
people.
like the main difference between that and you know, autistic masking of it is most people, they learn and adapt to how people interact with them by just saying they're talking with them. You know, it's usually a minorly subconscious process of like, I'm talking to you, I'm learning, I'm processing, you know, you like these things, you know, general people kind of like these things, and so on and so forth. Well, people with most types of autism, or at least this spectrum of autism for us, it's more like we hear you and say you're upset by this one thing, right? Most people will say, oh, you're upset by this one thing because you don't like this, and this, which are all inside this one bundle, right? You're upset by thing 1, thing 2, thing 3, thing 4, but you only talk about thing 3. And we hear that you're upset by thing 3, and we go, okay, you don't like thing 3. Everyone else goes, they also don't like thing 1, thing 2, and thing 4 because it's associated with thing 3. And we say, why? That makes no sense.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Chief. You kept saying "thing," and I just like phased out. What?
Hey, Sin.
That's fair.
Hey, Sin.
Uh-huh.
I just pulled 2 plates.
2 plates?
Hey.
2 plates from the Chaotic Gormagala.
God damn! Fucking hell! How the hell did you get 2 plates from that shit?
I got really darn lucky. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it.
That's fair, that's fair. Okay, well, we have 2 ones left. We can either do Amaterasu, which will unlock a lot of different monsters, or we can do Lucent Nargacuga.
Amatsu doesn't unlock anything. It's a final monster.
It unlocks the next forms of a bunch of monsters. They lock them behind Amatsu.
Oh, they changed it from Master Rank 100?
Yeah,
Okay.
to the best of my knowledge,
time,
anyways.
It's time for Musashi to take a break. Meet my new companion. This is Flint. He's a barbarian.
Up to you, Sen. I
Where's
don't care.
Flint? Where's Flint? There's Flint. Hi, Flint. Oh, that's cute. That's very cute. I like him. He's very cute. You know what? Let's go with the Matsu. I want something like really new that we haven't seen yet. I want to fight Matsu. And we'll see what pops up next on our agenda once we beat him. I think we can do this in 15 minutes. I think we can do it.
Pocket, I'm
Wait.
looking at you. You and I both know how this is gonna go.
Uh-huh.
But I think we got this.
Wait, I wasn't paying attention. What did he just put up?
Amatsu.
Amatsu.
The technical end of this thing. I don't know how many monsters are
If
left.
this is the technical end. Isn't this technically the fatalis of this game?
Possibly.
Just
Doesn't feel
saying.
like it.
I've heard back and forth on how hard this guy is. So we'll give him a good college try, and if we can't beat him this episode, well, it gives us a good starting point for next episode. I don't know how many
Starting point, Sin. That's like saying, hey, we're gonna fight Fatalis before we've done everything else.
we've
That's
gotten
fine.
through, I think, almost everything. I can't think of any monster that
What
we
about
haven't
finishing our
faced
upgrades?
yet. I mean, you could. But mainly I just want to see what this guy has for us. Because I actually don't know how difficult he is, so I don't know what to expect from him. So I really want to see what we're looking for here. Whee! And so far we have
Check the special quest.
Lunescent Nargacuga. And I think there was one more in the event quests. I
There's-
could be wrong on that.
So we fought Valkana,
Mhm,
Seething, the Wraths,
mhm.
Flaming Espionage, Lucent. I thought we did Lucent. Or we were.
No, we haven't found him yet.
Okay. I know we've done Flaming, we've done Violet, Mitsuzune,
Mhm.
we've
Truth be told, this is my
done
first time being
Valkana,
outside of the castle.
Espionage.
I know that
So,
there's
the sights and sounds, well, everything is
There's the
new.
higher powered
I'm
version,
happy
of
to
course,
use
of
my
like every
experience
other
again.
one, but
Yeah, those. I really don't want to do those.
yeah.
Oh.
So let's see what Amatsu has in store for us, and if we manage to beat it, and it allows us to fight some other creatures that we haven't seen, or it's like a new alternate version like Chaotic Gore was, or the Gold and Silver, then we'll fight those as well. But we'll see what happens. You good, Go? Where is he? Where do you go? Oh, there you are. Lottery man, give me your money. Thanks,
I don't
bud.
think that's how that works.
Huh?
I don't think that's how that works.
Well, you know, I pay him some money, and he gives me a shit ton more.
Nice. Look at all those points.
Wait, I can set myself
Oh.
up to immediately get at this skill guaranteed.
I
That
got a
sounds amazing.
Malzeno statue. Sweet.
Hope to see you again soon.
Is there anything cool here?
I don't know what you're looking at, so.
The melding pot. Apparently they have a new variation, which is you are guaranteed to get this skill.
I'm having a sale today.
Oh. Oh, the melding aurora.
So I'm trying to debate if there's one
Ooh.
here that I want to go for. I could go for peak performance because at this point I've kind of reached the point where it's just like, if I'm not at max HP, I need to heal. Honestly, yeah, screw it, let's do it.
That'd be pretty neat, actually. I like having the choices just kind of laid out in front of me. That's very nice. It's
Good
very
luck.
nice. Let's see. Reimgard. Is there anything I care about? Oh, Flaming Espionage does have more damage that I would want. I might switch to their armor set in the future. We'll see. Alright guys, we're gonna let's see. What's my poses? We're gonna do that one. I love how it just looks like Wally's looking at me disappointedly.
I'm always looking at you with the slight disappointment on my face.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Ngwa! Hello. There we go. There we go. The most epic, most epic form possible. My foot in Wally's chest. How do you feel about this, Wally?
Are you okay?
His foot was in my chest. There's no speech coming out. There's gonna be gurgling noises because there's a foot buried in your chest frame.
There.
Oh, is this a typhoon monster?
Typhoon, connecting the heavens once again.
Seems that way.
Oh, this is kind
Are
of
we
neat.
about to get eradicated, I wonder?
Oh, is it one of these things again?
Hurricane
Well, what harm?
made flesh.
Aww.
Well, what harm?
Okay, that's pretty damn cool.
Death through gale and
Come on,
storm.
what harm, Grim?
A dragon god ready to thresh.
Saying, what do you mean, what things?
Oh, the fucking...
Looming calamity.
The other ones that we fought, the, Thunder and whatever.
Not
For an
exactly.
endstone boss, that checks. We have another cutscene?
Oh, hello.
Oh, I forgot about this. Just gonna space out.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab a drink while he's doing this.
I will slay my mortal
I feel like he's about to get backhanded.
Probably.
I already died once.
Have you
I
died
have
already?
Nothing left to lose.
Do you seriously think that little fucking stick is going to do anything, bud? A kid?
Don't do it.
You shouldn't be here. It's too dangerous.
You have to turn back. Do it for me.
I have to do this. This beast must be slain.
Bud, you have a toothpick.
Surely, you understand.
Huggy
Farewell, and stay safe.
Huggy
You need a better argument than that, lady.
Womp.
Thank you. For helping me make the tea shop. For teaching me.
I knew there was a double cutscene. I would put off till next week.
And for looking
Oh,
out
don't
for
worry.
me,
If this is the end,
even as a
if this is
baby.
the end game, we're gonna get wiped pretty quickly.
Always.
I feel like I would care about this more if I did the hub missions.
Lady Yomogi.
You mean if you actually read them?
I have no idea who these two are.
Oh, that's the shopkeep and the tea shop owner back in.
I feel like even if you did know who they were,
Take the
you just
child
forget.
away from this place.
Honestly, with how this game is, probably. So, did they just murder the guy?
No, but they. if
Yeah,
they
again,
knocked his
buddy,
mask
you have a
off-
toothpick. You have a toothpick. It's not gonna do
And broken.
anything.
Oh,
He
Wally
broke it.
died again.
You are safe with me, Lady Yomogi. Now and forevermore.
Yeah, your
That was
toothpick is
probably-
gonna bother him as much as a fucking splinter. Come on.
Especially now that it's broken.
Yeah. I hope this ninja doesn't pretend like he's gonna fight with us.
Who knows? Maybe he will.
Fierce Master Utsushi. I'll leave everything to you.
What do you mean he's gonna leave everything to him?
It's what they always do in these games, though. Like, yeah, this NPC definitely did a lot of the work. What are you talking about?
Get ready to thrash!
We don't know
Are
what he's
you
been
gonna be
doing when we
joining
were
us,
off on
bud?
missions. He is, I'd imagine.
Oh my god, he's right there. What the fuck?
We gotta protect the village and our families.
Hold on,
I'm sure he'll
before
do
you
a
get, before you run off, take a little of this.
Oh, where's Wally?
He
You
just said he died a
crashed,
second
we said
ago.
that.
Oh.
Bro don't have ears.
Don't forget to
Well,
chew, okay?
Crud, I forgot
well,
you were
I was
stuck
too
on
busy
Megas.
focusing
One
on
moment.
the fucking toothpick. Alright, well, did you do your things already?
I already gave you both buffs. You're good.
Cool, cool.
Let's
You
show
should have a
this
flashing
commander the
icon
power
of a
of
sword and
Master
shield at the top of your HP bar. If those are there, then that means you got them.
Nice. Wait, oh yeah, right,
Wait,
this guy
why
is
do we have
my
another
air
Great
quote
Wirebug
master,
here?
huh?
Oh no, and all it does is shoot you straight up. I
Yep.
hate the look of that.
That just brings us to this place.
No, there's another great wire bug up here, and all it does is shoot you straight upward.
Yeah, pay attention.
Ah.
That hunting installation should prove useful.
I mean, this guy is
Yeah.
pretty fucking big. I really like that.
This'll all be over soon.
He's not, like, removing half our health bar in one shot, so I appreciate that, too.
I'd say he hit you, but then I noticed that my HP is not exactly in great shape either.
Yeah. It's not as much damage as Fatalis did.
Hey Sin, I
Uh-huh.
think I forgot to eat.
Oh, boy. You can Farcast and go and eat in the tent.
Such a waste of a Farcaster.
Yeah,
Wait,
that's okay. We
That
have many
grab
of them.
sound? That was the same grab sound of Try. That was the gotten item sound from Try.
Huh.
Oh, I like this quest already.
This
How
definitely
long that lasts, we'll find
has the same floaty feeling as Ibishi, or however you say its name.
out. Ibushi,
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
stunned.
Aces in
how'd you
trouble.
manage that?
I don't know. I don't like monsters that float. They just don't feel right.
And that there's why I have a vaulting stance.
Wow.
Just need to hit him once, launch myself in the air, and then I can just use my glide.
Think you can take on the master?
I mean, I'm glad that we have Itushi? Itushushi.
Sushi.
What?
The fucking ninja guy. I'm glad we
Oh.
have him. He's not doing much,
Sushi.
but I'm glad we have him.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is he doing much?
Yeah, yeah, moral support pocket. That's what he's doing.
Oh, of course, yes.
Yeah.
He's like a Palico that doesn't support.
Well, moral support, he helps us by pretending he exists.
Nighty night.
And, you know, any damage is better than no damage. I actually don't know if he's doing damage, but I assume that they put him do some damage.
Oh, we have a message from Wally. Since I crashed and we're so close to the end, I'm gonna go ahead and start checking for updates on things.
For Kagero.
Go.
Fair enough.
For Yomogi.
No problem. We have to defeat it.
suppose
I don't know who these people are.
Wally, I don't know if you're watching the stream, but in case you are, we'll see you again next week, I suppose. Ow!
Just getting started.
Yeah.
It's about you.
The timing on
Totally rad of you.
that was the best timing. Oh my god. We'll see you next time.
This is fucked up.
He really wanted to deliver that with impact. Oh my god. Woo!
Oh no.
Why are you doing this while I'm comboing? Come on now.
Okay, I get that you like your wind and shit, but like, could you not?
That's not intimidated! Ow!
Ow, you good?
I'm alright now.
This does not feel as difficult
But
as
I've got water blade, which does not help my situation.
Oh,
Who
who did we fight recently that was a pain in the ass? We did it last episode. I hate it. Oh,
Oh.
I fucking purged it from my brain. Hate it so much, it just doesn't exist anymore. Anyways, it's definitely not that hard of a fight. He hits hard. Well, decently hard, but like, not that bad. Oh, Espinos. Espinos hit much harder than he did.
Okay. I got my stamina back. Let's go.
Yeah, I decently like this battle. I mean, I like it, the animations and the movements and shit. They're pretty cool. I just don't like that it's floating. Hate floating monsters.
Oh no. Yeah, I hate the look of that. Oh no! No!
Oh,
no!
shit.
No! No! No!
Oh, I'm stunned. That's why. God, I hate stun. I hate the one thing I hate more than poison in this game is stun.
Ow.
Oh, how did he not hit me?
Yeah, stun is probably my least favorite mechanic in like every game.
Yeah, the only reason that I hate stun more than poison is because I can heal through poison. I can't heal through stun.
Didn't they have a weapon that lets you stun monsters in like, or a weapon class that let you stun monsters in 4? Like it was not like, I'm not talking about blunt. I'm talking about they actually had it as if it was a weapon element.
I have no idea. I didn't play 4.
I think it was like a slingshot,
Strike like
Huh.
thunder.
aka a bow class weapon.
Mm-hmm. That move
I
is
believe it was like a
definitely a
Kelby
pain in
weapon.
the ass.
It was I think it was like a Kelby weapon, aka one of the worst items because it was for small monsters.
It'll deflect any binder attack when his
Huh.
wound barrier is up. So watch out.
You're
I think it was
down,
called the
bitch.
slingshot.
Yeah, I think Wally was the only one who played 4.
I played
With you.
4.
No, I meant
played-
with you.
Oh no, he never played with me, and I'm certain I would disappoint him if we tried.
Considering how good you are at this game, I would be hesitant to assume that you would
Oh,
suck
don't
at
give me
4.
that, Sid. I'm about kind of on the same level as you are, if not maybe a little less.
We're at the end game boss, and you're using armor that's way weaker than mine, and you're still keeping up with me.
With no meal bonus, is a lad.
With no meal bonus. The only reason I haven't died is because my armor is just fucking tanking the shit out of it.
And because I built myself to. Ow.
Oof.
Damn.
I still don't know which direction to dodge.
Yeah. I can guarantee you if my armor was as low as yours, I would have died like a quarter
my
of the
armor's
way
like
through
10
there.
levels down. It's not
God.
that low.
It's still low enough. I would have died like a quarter way through this. Oh. On the
it's
plus
past
side,
9,
you're not
I'd
too far.
imagine. Oh, it looks like it's past 9, I'd imagine. I'd imagine dinner's gonna be arriving pretty soon for you then, honey.
Yep. So hopefully you guys enjoy this. We don't have too much left to do here, I think. I think we can get everything for this done next week, at least from what I can tell so far. Because we have this guy, we have we're just gonna do Narukuga because I want to just do it. Because I don't think I've seen this version of him, and I think this is one of the last that's like a really big difference. And it's not just, oh, we just up their damage so you can get better shit. So hopefully they'll be the last. If there is anything after, what's his name? Yamato? No. Woman, talk to me.
Matsu? I don't
Thank
know.
you. Amatsu, that's it. If there's anything after Amatsu, we'll go ahead and do some of that as well. We'll do another probably like 3-hour stream next week. Just kind of see what's going on, who fighting. And after that point, we'll probably go back to doing some Terraria every Tuesday. So about 2 weeks or so. And we have now gotten past the Golem. We have now gotten to basically Moonlord, and we only have about 30% of the list left, and we'll see how hard all of them are, because I know last time we got past Moonlord, we just kind of slaughtered our way through it, but we're also using a really cheap weapon, so we'll see how that goes. In the meantime, if you guys are interested in all my content that we do on this channel, we have a lot of it, and there's a lot that we're going to be continuing to produce. We also have a Discord if you guys want to go check that out. You guys can hear us whenever we say we're going to go live, but end up not going live, and there's a couple other stuffs that we can do. But in the meantime, we are going to go ahead and raid Story. If you guys are subbed, feel free to copy the top one there. If you guys are not subbed, feel free to copy the second one there. And we'll go ahead and raid her. She is playing Stars in Time. Stars in Time? Stars and Time. So it's a very fun, multiple choice, looping style game. It's very cool, and she's a wonderful person. And she joins us for Terraria every now and again, and D&D on Fridays. So we'll see all of you fine folks for our next episode, which will be Rogue playing either Bioshock 2 or Chernobylite on Thursday. Alright, bye guys, and make sure to copy and paste. Whee! Oh wait, I have to do the whole... I had to wait for the 10 seconds for the raid to go through. I forgot about that. I'm not good at raiding. It's okay. It's fine.
You'll
It's
get
fine.
it. You'll get it.
One day. Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye bye.
Take care.